Natal Burden is a joyful and friendly Firbolg druid that hails from the city of Hartsville, where she grew up under the watchful eye of her cousin and ruler of the land, Tavis. She was fresh off an exhilarating but unfortunately heartbreaking adventure in Waterdeep, when Tavis summoned her and her best friend Valtreya to Icewind Dale. Together with old and soon-to-be new friends, she hopes to uncover the secrets surrounding the suspicious deaths and a seemingly never-ending winter plaguing the 10 towns.
Valtreya Margister is a young Aasimar sorceress of noble birth. After the tragedy that befell her companions in the sewers of Waterdeep, she and Natel were summoned to Icewind Dale. So with the voice of her angelic guide Seraphina, reminding her that her journey with Natel was not yet over, and that their paths were still intertwined, she shouldered her bag, packed with her warmest furs, and the carefully wrapped chicken and waffle sandwich from Krizik, turned her back on Waterdeep, and headed north.
Losing your idols is hard. Losing your friends is harder. 16-year-old Anarissa Varskana lost both. Leaving the warmth of Waterdeep and her anonymity behind, she followed 2 of her surviving friends north to help the people of Icewind Dale. With her roguish talents, burgeoning magic, and occasional calligraphy, Ani will do everything she can to make sure they all come home safely this time.
This is Button of the Frozen Cliff. Button is a large Tabaxian member of the Ragged Nomads Elk tribe. Having been cast out by his chieftain, Button now spends his days in 10 towns, taking odd jobs, and gathering what information he can about a woman named Deidre. A woman he once rescued, but who is likely responsible for the death of his hunting party. Is Deidre truly the monster the tribe believes her to be? And if so, why was Button left alive?
Myrnix is a directionally challenged red dragonborn. What began as a lovely trip to the south to visit family quickly turned into a journey through the cold and desolate world that is Icewind Dale, which isn't quite their cup of tea. Myrnix passes the time offering their services as a barbarian to those in need around 10 towns, often competing for jobs with their rival Button. Their newest job, given by a Firbolg named Tavis, seems to be becoming quite the adventure.
Tira is a brewer from the town of Bremen, westernmost of the locales in 10 towns. A recent series of Oniric visitations resulted in Tira being gifted with power by a figure called the Raven Queen, to bring down her judgment on those who would attempt to disrupt the balance between the living and the dead. Accompanied by her 2 ravens, Leif and Sigrun, Tira has taken up as an adventurer, hoping to earn a bit of coin to supplement her dwindling income, which is now imperiled by the onset of the Frostmaiden's eternal night.
They say a lone Firbolg is a dead Firbolg, but Toro of Exile begs to disagree. A rogue with mysterious powers who's been on his own for decades now, he's worked hard to master his criminal skills and harden his heart. But now, with dark and powerful forces at work in Icewind Dale, he's got to swallow back his pride and work with the team Tavis has put together. Strictly for the greater good, of course.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Table Hops and our Rime of the Frostmaiden Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Last time we played the heroes, minus Myrnix, were in the Black Cabin after they just released the soul of Macratus, helping Copper's friend. And then they were attacked by Auriel's minions, who came to stop their messing with the overwhelming winter as this artifact caused the sun to appear for a brief moment before it was swallowed up again by the Auriel's endless night. At that point, they met with a strange individual. Her name was Iselm Bloodfang, who mentioned to them that they have information of how to get a great treasure guarded by the Jarl of Jarls, and that she's looking for adventurers to come with her. And that's where we left off last, was sort of the short rest we had after dealing with the minions of Auriel. What are your characters thinking of doing? Are you thinking of following this individual, or too many side quests?
This is the only, like, there isn't anything currently pressing because we accomplished the pressing thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't need to help Copper get back to where he's going. He just gets to wander on his own, or is he coming with us?
If we he made it home by himself before.
Yep.
No, he didn't.
He stormed out left last time?
He stormed out of that exact house and walked to where he lived previously.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was still with you.
How did he get there?
No, the
we're
original.
saying the original.
Oh, way back when. Yes. He went with a group of,
How did we find him?
battle-hammered dwarves, that group that was bringing the iron back and forth. So he wasn't just
He wasn't
meandering
alone.
by himself, but still, yes. He can make his own way if need be.
Yeah. I mean, I get the treasures involved and whatnot, but does anyone think she might have any information on what's going on, or this, vampire we're looking for? I mean, she knows the area. She's from here. At least in Anarissa's mind, she's, might have more information just because she's covering different areas than we are.
Could be.
Yeah, I think Toto is definitely lured by the talk of this mysterious treasure. That's about it.
So at that point, as you're discussing this in the ruins of the Black Cabin, she unrolls her map of Icewind Dale and points towards the west, where she marks on your map as well. She's like, "This is the location I'm going. I'm taking the Shagon River far to the west. It'll take me many days, but you are welcome to accompany me if you wish." At that point, Natel pipes up. She says, "Well, this all sounds good, but we also have Tavis and the Drogar and Kierkjonig to take care of."
Oh, right.
I would say, how far away, when she says several days?
Oh, it's on your map. It's right over here.
I know, but I can't judge that.
That is 18 miles by river, which normally by traveling on horse isn't too bad. But with ice and everything, you can assume it's going to take you about a day and a half, 2 days, and that's if you don't run into any bullshit.
Okay. And then going back, considering because we can't take the river back up, it would probably take longer on foot.
Oh, yes, it would take much longer on foot. And there's no roads.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, too.
Isn't the river frozen?
She's following the river. But
Oh, she's following the river. I thought
following the river. Okay.
Yes.
The way you said it, it sounded like.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, not taking a boat. It's not the booze cruise.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're following the
thinking
river. That's
Okay.
So following the river, it's going to take about that long. The difficulty there is if you don't take the river. Like, okay, how can I put this? It's going to be hard to ride the dog sleds along a frozen river. I guess you can kind of follow it adjacent to it, and that would work. It's doable. It'll take you about a day and a half to get there.
Why can't you ride the dog sleds on a frozen river?
I figured didn't have. I don't know. I've never ridden a dog sled on a frozen river. I imagine it would be difficult.
It's more open.
You are Canadian.
That's not how we get along. That's not the taxi service in Canada, sir.
It's usually more open. There's often like wooded sections alongside the river.
Yeah,
I
figured you
go
just
toward the
follow
middle
along
of the
the
river.
bank.
It's actually because the middle of the river is open. You're going to run into like overhangs and thinner ice on the
like
edge
a road.
of the Yeah,
like
it basically.
Okay, let's just say it's like a road. What's the worst that could happen?
I would say it's frozen very solid, like very.
The whole lake is frozen.
Yeah, the whole lake is actually frozen out there. It's
like to the point that they can't fish in it. So one would assume that the river would be pretty.
I would assume that my character might have some knowledge of this, being from Bremen.
Oh yeah.
I was just thinking moving
so
water.
So the river is absolutely frozen solid. If that was the question.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking moving water would take longer to freeze, so I wasn't sure. Like the lake, because it sits a bit, but.
You think we'd be out there hunting, Chris?
Oh, you mean like look? I'm not really understanding the question.
I'm saying my character would Button have been out there hunting at some point?
Possibly.
Maybe
However, the ragged tribes tend to be coming more from the northeast than to the.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I mean, you would know. Okay, let's say you have the knowledge to travel along the river or on the river safely. It'll still take time. Your chances of getting lost are slim.
I was thinking for like informational purposes about the river would I have much info on it.
So you have heard of the Jarls, but you know that they're mainly the business of Goliaths that live on the spine of the world. The Regid nomads don't really worry too much about that. So you know it's related to Goliaths. I'll give you that.
I want to go to Goliath's time. That's my vote. It's fun with Goliaths.
I would say, is that Button's vote for I don't trust her, but I want to see Goliaths?
No, that's Zach's vote for
We can totally do that if that's what you want to do.
Button is more he doesn't trust the wolf or the tiger at all. So he's going to be pretty against it. If he goes, it would be sort of to make sure that they don't dick you over.
Okay.
Does Button trust anyone? I don't get the feeling Button trusts anyone.
Button has trust issues, but he believes in a good tribe.
So for sake of just continuity, let's say that while this discussion's going on, you leave the Black Cabin and retreat back to Tourmaline, avoiding the Lonely Wood. That way we can sort of make sure everyone has a long rest. Yilsum said she's going to leave directly in the morning, going across the frozen lake of Mer Duldan, heading down the Shagarn River towards that place she indicated on your map in the morning. So you'll have a full rest. During the time in Tourmaline, Natel receives a paper bird that flies towards the inn, and on it written is a note from Tavis, basically saying that the Drogar in Kirkonig have become a little more confident in their theft. Sometimes they can actually be seen wandering around the outskirts of the town. Nothing else has been missing, and no one else has been attacked or anything. However, they are making their presence a little less stealth related. He also mentions in the letter that a strange man with blades, wielding ice like blades, has been seen in Easthaven, and he thinks that description matches Sephek, and that perhaps that may be the next place, if you're looking for him, that's where you could look for more clues. And also sending Mirnix, who seems to have a great sense of direction, directly to Tourmaline, who makes it somehow with breakneck speed and meets you in Tourmaline. So all of a sudden the door is open and in walks the Dragonborn. There you are.
I did it. I made it. Look at me.
So that's currently where we are if you guys want to figure out where you want to go from here.
Natel got a letter that said, treasure hunt sounds fun, but here's plot.
Well, no, you can still do treasure hunt. I'm just letting you know where the other alternative is. So right now you have if you'd like to go on the treasure hunt, turn to page 264. To continue the main story, turn to page 1. It's one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But either one is fine with me.
I think hearing about Sephek possibly being spotted in Easthaven, I think that would sort of overrule Toro's greed.
I would agree.
Treasure.
That was like our whole point to begin with, and now we finally have a lead.
So, Mirnix, you actually come bearing an item given to you by Trovis, the speaker of Kirkonig, who's friends with Tavis. And now that you're in Tourmaline,
the other Dragonborn.
Yes, they give you. You have this letter, and you present it. It was found near, as the militia has been sort of scouting around the areas around the Drogar outpost, they came across this letter that apparently one of them has dropped. And it says the following. It says, "Brother, you will find me on the frozen ferry in Easthaven. From this new base, the search for Charlton continues. Long may our father reign over this dark land. Signed, Dearth."
Don't like that. Okay.
And if none of you speak Dwarvish, then Tavis translated it.
I do actually.
Okay, then you don't. Yeah, you someone. Yeah, you can read it now.
Okay. Cool.
Do we know what Charlton is? Have I just forgotten that?
So go ahead.
It was that. It was the metal that the bandits were wielding, the barbarians were wielding in the fight outside the cabin.
Okay.
It was
okay.
driving them mad.
Right, okay.
Oh, gotcha.
And inferred from your viewing of the Jorgar dwarves, as well as this note, it does appear that these dwarves are looking for the same material.
So, hang on. Maybe I missed it because I was taking notes. Who sent this letter?
This is sent by Tavis and Tavis. Mirnix has the physical letter, because Mirnix just came from Kier Koenig.
Okay.
And it was found while they
It is
were
the letter I
doing their
found.
You and Tavis and Trovis found this during your scouting of the Jorgar outpost to the north. Yeah.
So Dearth is not a name I'm supposed to recognize.
It's signed Dearth, and it's written in Dwarvish, so you assume Dearth is the name of someone of the Jorgar, but you've never met a Dearth.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I wasn't like completely blanking on like a character that I'm supposed to remember.
No, you might say it's a dearth of information.
I love it.
Ay.
I think that's an inspiration.
All right. You get one
No,
Ken's
okay.
inspiration. They don't do anything, but they're nice to get.
But they're nice to have, and they look pretty sometimes.
All right, so guys, if you're in the chat, if you wanted to go on a treasure hunt, we can do that. If you want to investigate Easthaven, we can do that. It's up to you.
I mean, if I have information on the guy that might know the whereabouts of who I'm looking for and who I fought last time and is a vampire, then that's my vote now.
Mm-hmm.
Zach's pissed about it, but Button, that's what Button wants to do.
Okay. So, Valtreya, speaking of which, you're still wielding the stone, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And together you guys pooled your money and purchased a lockbox. Is that what I'm understanding?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you've placed the stone inside the box. Who's holding onto the box and who's holding onto the key?
I've got the box right now, and I'm going to give the key to Button.
Okay. Button, you have the key.
All right. I'll handle this with care.
So, Copper arranges a...
Put it on the table, and then I knock it off the table.
Copper arranges with some of the local dwarves from the Dwarven Valley a sort of a caravan of which you can safely travel all the way back to Bryn Shander, no trouble, in the morning. Iselm Bloodfang sort of scoffs that you're not coming with her and leaves first thing in the morning. The cost of your evening is 5 silver pieces a person. That includes food and everything. Also remove 1 ration from every person, even Mirnix, because they had to travel such a long way. And now I'm fast forwarding this a bit because once we get to Easthaven, a lot of shit goes down. So at this point, you're traveling from Tourmaline to Bryn Shander. Any of the dangers of the road seem to be kept at bay by the caravan you're traveling with. Is there anything you want to do or discuss before we continue?
Just to mention everybody that we also have the 10 temporary hit points every morning.
That's
so
right.
now that we've had a long rest and everything, like that should be a new day.
Mirnix, you have that too. I'm just saying the party is blessed.
Want to I just need to stock up on some rations and some owlbear food.
Okay, sounds good. So you can pay the price for that. The owlbear food's going to be $9 for the session, 9 gold pieces for the session, basically, and then however many rations you need.
My
that's counted in your
chocobo?
that as silly as this sounds, that's counted as part of the stable fee, which is part of the inn. The owlbear has a specific expensive ass cost. So I'm saying you should use it more in combat, so it's worth it to you. There, Button. Make sense?
No.
You're cool. All right, you do you. Oh, speaking of which,
I do 50 some damage sometimes. I don't need an owlbear. Extra turns.
So speaking of which, guys, I've decided that to avoid complications of initiative, when you have a summoned creature or a familiar, I'm gonna run that creature directly after your turn in initiative. So Leif will always go after Tira, and if Big Chonk summons an octopus or something like that, then that happens right after the Chonk.
Okay.
I'm glad that made sense. Let's continue. So,
only in D&D.
So you make
how much are rations?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Cheap. tell you that. Rations are 5 silver pieces a day, and they weigh 2 pounds, so you can only carry however much you can carry.
Okay.
So 2 days worth is at gold.
Okay. That'll put me at 126 then. Go back up to 8 rations.
All right.
8. Weird food. I'll just say that he ate the one I just bought. So.
Okay, that works. So riding your steeds, you manage to travel from Bryn Shander to Easthaven. Takes about 8 hours. It's a full day of travel. And let's see how that day of travel went, everybody. I need real dice for this. While I'm getting this out, if there's anything you want to discuss before you get there. Nope. Okay.
I don't
like these people.
Like any of you people, I won't talk anymore. That's just in real life. That wasn't in game.
All right. Yeah. I need Valtreya to make a quick charisma saving throw.
Oof. Okay. Please hold. Oh, I'm actually okay with that.
All right. So even though you're holding this box, and you realize the crystal's so close that you want to be able to see it, you manage to resist the call, and you just sort of put the box away. So it looks like it is helping. Without it being actually out of the box, though, you're not hearing any of that ringing. So in some ways, that's a good thing.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess I can ask the group at some point, just because they would have seen me kind of like trying to work on spells and things like that in free time here and there. But I finally have the identify spell, which I if we want to risk it, I have to touch the crystal in order to do it. But, you know, they might be able to give us some information.
I don't think it would.
Yeah.
Don't know.
There's also an option for touching a person and doing identifying. It'll tell me what magical effect, like what's.
That would greatly. That would tell us everything we need to know about it.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly what this thing is doing. We may not get anything out of it, which is why I was thinking going for the crystal directly. But I mean, I could certainly try casting it on a person that it's had a hold on.
Oh no! Just do it on the crystal.
No, I think that's a terrible idea.
So as this is going on, who's in the front of the party as this is going on?
I'll take front. I'm the tank.
All right, roll a perception check.
Oh no, that's not right.
Oh.
And I guess
you see some as this is happening, you kind of hold up your hand to silence the party as you're riding. You do see ahead in the snow. We're just outside of Bryn Shander now, heading towards Easthaven. You see ahead in the snow, it looks to be some figures moving in your direction. They look to be humanoid.
But how far ahead?
Let's say so they're just on, like, into your viewpoint, so with the snow and everything, we're going to say that's a good, like, 150 feet away. You can't quite make out any details yet. They look like they're walking sort of with effort.
Do you want me to send Leif? Or I can go. I mean, either way.
Yeah, send the bird. Get a good eye. Get a good eye on it.
All right. Actually, you know what? Let's do.
Do we know you can become the bird now, or are you just going to spring that on us at some point?
Just bringing that on, yeah. I'm gonna, she's going to do a whisper something to Sigrun on her shoulder. Whisper to Leif, Leif, up, Sigrun, now, and she merges her form with Sigrun. And so now there's two ravens just winging their way off towards whatever figures are walking. So Leif can do this, I can do this, and we can look to like two sets of eyes.
That's awesome.
And it just looks like
we
two
all
ravens
animals
flying
now?
off.
So as you're flying over this group, you look down and you see what originally it kind of looks at first like it's just people struggling to travel along the road, but as you get closer, you see that parts of their flesh are missing, and there's so much thick frostbite, like that's eating away at some of their muscles, and they're dragging these long spiked balls made out of that dark material along chains, sort of dragging it behind them, moving along the road, and you recognize them as the same type of berserkers you fought in the Black Cabin.
Okay, so we will just we'll give a little like the raven alarm call. And we'll sort of start moving our way, just like swooping back towards the party.
Okay. Tira has given the alarm of danger ahead, so you know it's not friendlies. What would you guys like to do?
It's a good thing that we worked out that raven call thing before.
As we
short,
get closer,
long.
I can speak through Leif as well. So as I get closer back to the party, I can change out of like raven form, and we can speak through Leif and let you know that we have berserkers, the Shutterland berserkers, coming up towards us on the road.
Oh, good, more of them.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we said. 3 of them, Chris.
There's 3.
3 of them. Okay.
Yes, and they have those weapons of that awful metal.
They sure do.
They look a little decomposed as well. So I don't know if maybe that's something different than we've encountered before. Or they look like the same ones we fought previously.
So the other ones were also kind of weakened as well. Like it looks like they just enjoy being frostbitten.
All right.
I would say don't let their fragile state, the look of their state, lull you. I swung at them quite heavily.
I remember that. Yeah, well, we can try to ambush them along the road. Certainly, I think hitting them before they hit us is probably a pretty good idea.
We have a better chance of survival than most of the people in town, so.
All right. So how are you going to set up this
They're
ambush?
walking towards us?
Yes, they are walking on the road
okay.
towards you. You can't tell if they've noticed you yet.
On the road?
Yes. Towards the town.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said we're still, we're just outside?
I mean, you're a couple hours out. When I say just, I mean, you're not like at the door, hey, here's the town. You're a little bit down the road.
Okay.
We're traveling now.
Okay. Gotcha. Before anybody moves further, Toto pipes up and he's like, do we want to try and find out where they're going? They might be heading towards some sort of camp or base.
Their trajectory looks like they're heading towards Bryn Shander.
Oh, okay. So they're not heading away from the road or anything. They're on the road. They're heading.
No, they're kind of shambling. They're kind of shambling in a random encounter-ish sort of way.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine. All right. Well, I think probably hitting them before they hit us is the best idea. I don't want to wait for them to probably attack us first.
All right.
Agreed.
Is that the plan,
Are there
guys?
any yeah, I think so. Is there? This is a stupid question because we're in Icewind Dale, but is there any snowdrift along the road that
There's
I can?
one. Yeah, no. Yes, you can. There is some snow that's piled up along the sides of the road that you could easily hide behind.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is I'll go ahead and bring you over to this page and then show everyone else at home what we're doing. So currently you'll see, why isn't it letting me shift pick? 3 of the berserkers, and I drew a little road. Okay, so they're on the road.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to place yourself anywhere north of that line, then we'll roll stealth to see if you've surprised them.
Is that a tree or a rock?
This is a rock. Yes, you can hide behind the rock. It's about 15 feet at its highest point.
Because Valtrea does not have Arian skills.
Let's go ahead and get around the rock, everybody, just so we're all sort of in the same area-ish.
Yeah.
Oh no, guys! These are the guys that have that. If I roll a 1, then they just stand in the middle and just yell out Oriel's name. I hated that so much.
I love these guys.
Oh, there's
so much fun to fight them.
All right, let's go ahead and start with this, guys. So, everybody roll stealth, and as long as the majority of you pass, then you get a surprise round.
I can always just hit them with a fireball.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
I'm very sorry. What are we rolling?
Stealth. The DC is 10.
I hope I can get it.
Tira
well, 2 people failed, or 2 people.
Let's hide over here.
Yeah, we're.
That's majority.
Sitting on my shoulder, just screaming at me.
Yeah, that's majority. So 1, 2. Yeah. So you guys earn the surprise. They kind of look to the side as the crow caused, but it does. They just treat it as basic wilderness. So at this point, guys, we're going to add you to the turn order. Give me just one quick second. Oops, why isn't it letting me do it? And go ahead and roll your initiatives.
God, I hate this initiative.
Oh, it didn't go in.
Hmm.
Let's try that again.
Hey. Okay.
Look at you. All
Okay,
right, and let's see.
okay.
Tira got a 5.14, so I'll give that to the birds as well.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
if it was not going to count it the first time, that second time is perfectly fine by me.
All right, it looks like everyone's in. All right, descending. Starting with Anarissa, you get to go first, and the Charlatan Berserkers do not get a turn.
Cool. I am going to come out around the edge here, and if I can do much, and I'm going to shoot at this one straight in front of me.
Okay.
And let's see.
That's
why
a
did it
short
do this?
sword. Try again.
That's not, yeah, I don't know why it, okay. Roll 20 is being weird today. Let's try it
You
again.
put the short sword in the bow and you pull it back.
right.
All right, 15 for 19 damage. Yep, that does it. Boom.
And then I'm just going to bonus action, hide. And just
Okay,
go right
that
back.
works. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Yep. And because I have the cloak, I have advantage.
Yep, absolutely. They have no idea where you are. And then Myrdix, you get to go next.
Oh boy. Okay. I just realized I don't have my sticky notes in front of me. So I'm going to move up a few spots to. So is this right here? Is that like any kind of? Or I'm not clicking it, am I? Is this any
You
kind
mean
of
this
cover?
thing?
No, the bush is nothing. The rock is.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I'm going to move up to right in front of Toro
Okay.
and still kind of be covered.
Sure.
And I'm going to attack Dude Man right there
With your new axe,
with my hand out. Yes,
let's
my
do it.
bright, shiny new hand axe.
All right, hits him right in the toe for 4 damage.
Oh, okay. That was underwhelming.
Anything else?
Yes, I have 2 attacks.
You only have 1
You
axe.
just threw your axe.
I threw my. Well, I have a great axe though. That was my hand axe.
Yeah, but you can't throw. I mean, can you get
You're
up to him?
throw your great axe?
Oh no, I was gonna. Oh, I didn't move up. Huh. I forgot the second half of my plan involved me having to get close to the guy. So no, I'm done.
Okay.
You can still use the rest of your movement to.
Can I
Yeah,
do
you
that
can
after
still
I'm
use
already
the rest of
back?
your movement. Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna actually think things through. Haha. Imagine that. All right. 'Cause I have 40 movement. Is that right?
You have 40 movement?
30. You have 30.
30. I have 30.
30.
Other person has.
And you spent 10 getting in front of Toro.
Yeah.
So that's
See,
10.
so
Where
10
you at now
left.
is 35. You can get 1 square back and you're golden.
I can't reach him though. This isn't my halberd.
No, you got to get 1 square back. You moved a little too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All
Okay.
right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna chill right
That
there.
works. Button, you're next.
Mhm.
All right. I will rage
All right.
and come out to. I think it makes more sense to draw the ire of the furthest one away.
All right.
So yeah, raging attacks.
Let's do it. 23 for 17 damage. Yep, absolutely.
And then second attack.
14 for 18 does actually hit. So 18 more damage. Bam, as you slash through him without him even knowing what's going on. Anything else?
Damn.
Nope.
All right, Toro.
Toro is. Yeah, Toro's gonna move here and shoot at this berserker down here
All right.
with a bow.
16. Yep, for 15
oops,
damage.
That I don't have.
You do
Do I
have
have
sneak
sneak
attack
attack?
because you're technically invisible this round. Because they didn't know you were
because of
there.
the surprise round.
Right.
Okay, cool. Okay, so it's 15 total, and then back here and bonus action hide.
All right, rolled stealth. As long as it's a 10 or higher, then they don't know where you are. You're good.
24.
Where did this arrow come from? Charlatan Berserker loses his turn. Valtreya's up.
Okay, so I'm gonna move out to here, and I'm gonna use Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So Scorching Ray it's 3 attacks because it's 3 separate rays.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shoot the first one at this guy.
All right. 18 for 5 damage. Did it?
For 5 fire. We'll shoot him again.
16 for 6 fire. Got it.
And a third time.
20 for 4 fire. Got it.
And then I'm gonna scooch back over here.
All right. Really, it should be Tira next.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, the Charlatan Berserker is right here. We're gonna head to hit it. We're gonna go ahead and cast Hex on it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give that and it's bonus action. And all right, so it's Hex, and we're gonna attempt to hit it with 2 shots from Eldritch Blast.
All right.
16 for 4, so 10 damage for that first hit.
Got it.
Second shot, another 10 damage.
Boom. Nice. All right. Cool. Good. Are your ravens doing anything?
Leif will, yes. Let me go ahead and make sure. Oh, yeah, we actually have plenty of movement speed. So Leif is going to fly over there and attempt to attack him as well with the bite attack.
All right.
Go ahead and Leif.
22 for
22
20 damage.
Unless you can make the con saving throw. I don't know. They're probably pretty...
let's see. Oh, sorry. It should not be at advantage. I'll roll that again.
Okay.
22.
Okay. Yeah, he made it. So he takes 6 poison damage. So that's 13 damage altogether.
Okay. So he actually didn't take that. Okay, got it. Boom. All right. Anything else from the birds? Sigrun, anything for him?
If Leif flies any further, is he going to take an opportunity attack because this is a surprise round, or how is that? How are you ruling that?
Yeah, because if you came in and swooped at him, and if you move away,
okay.
unless there is a swoop that lets you like, he doesn't have that. All right,
he doesn't have that. Okay, so all right, then Leif is going to stay there. Sigrun's going to stay on the shoulder, and we go on.
All right, Charlatan's Berserkers end their turn, or they can't do shit. So now we start round 2, starting with Anarissa, but now the Charlatan Berserkers can act.
Okay. I am going to come out here, and I presume Leif is high enough that I can shoot around him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use him as cover or anything. Yeah, you can shoot through him, no problem.
Okay, so I am going to...
He's just a small, angry burb.
That's what I thought. But it also gives me sneak attack.
Oh, that's true. Yes, it does.
All right, 16 damage.
Yep. And then just bonus action, hide, and I'll roll stealth for that.
All right. Mirnix.
Okay, so I'm going to scooch-a-dooch.
No idea where you are, Sarah.
What?
Oh, sorry. Sarah was stealthing and she rolled a nat 20. Disappeared in the darkness.
Oh, damn.
All right, Mirnix, here you go. You can attack both times with your battle axe, great axe.
I'm going to also just make sure that I reclaim my hand axe.
Sounds good.
Can I
You can do that and attack twice.
Story-wise, Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that is said.
You smack them with one hand while scooping up the other hand.
Exactly.
All right. What is the extra slashing damage coming from? I see 12.
I have no idea.
Let's take a look-see look.
Is it a magical great axe?
I'm not advantaged or anything.
Let's see. Great axe is 1d12 plus 3
plus
slashing.
Strength.
Plus 1d4 slash. Yeah, that's not how that's supposed to be.
You don't have anything clicked on your thing, right? You because fighters don't necessarily have the same.
I had an extra D4 clicked for some reason.
Yeah, I just took it off.
But I took that off. Now it should be off now.
Okay.
All right. Let me try that again. God damn it.
No. Don't worry about that. Well, okay, so here's what happens. The first attack hits for 12.
Okay.
But I'm not adding that extra 2. The second one just misses.
Okay.
And then you kick up your hand axe and you have that as well. All right.
Hell yeah.
Button.
This might come as a shock. I'm going to attack him.
Okay, ready. Wasn't expecting it. 13 does hit. 13 is their armor class, guys.
Nice.
So, what do we have? 22 damage.
Uh-huh.
Boom.
Since my rolls are getting lower, I'm gonna make my second attack a reckless attack.
Okay. Oh, good call. 9 damage.
All right.
And you're reckless, so I get to attack you with advantage.
If you can.
I probably will be able to. Anything else?
No.
All right, Toro.
Toro is going to come here. I think. Yes. He's gonna get there, and I'm shooting with the short bow again.
Okay.
At this one down here.
Yep.
A 9 is gonna miss.
Yep.
That's fine. He's gonna move back here and hide.
All right, Charlene Berserker. That's the one next to Button. It's gonna attack with advantage. Oh, first I have to roll a d6 to see if I just suck.
That's right.
Let's see if I suck. I did. What the hell?
Goodness.
All right, he just kneels down on the ground and says, "It must be a sign for more real that I'm really shitty at fighting." And then we go on to Valtreya.
Cool. I'm gonna step out again. And
Worst
do
ability
Sorcerer.
ever. Okay. 15 for...
The guy in front of Lace.
Got it. 10 damage. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there 3 of these?
Yeah, if he's still up, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Still up. 9 misses.
Shoot him again.
27 hits for 16 damage. That is exactly how many hit points he has. He's dead. Good job.
Oh,
Boom.
I'm gonna pop up behind a rock and...
All right. Sounds good. After Valtreya, it goes to Tira.
All right, bonus action to move the hex onto the one right here in front of Button.
That works.
And we're going to take a couple steps over here. Just a Button is on direct line of fire, and we're going to shoot 2 shots from Eldritch Blast with hex at that one.
17 hits.
And there's 7 damage on the first attack.
All right.
Nat 20 on that one, so that is
6 plus
12.
Got it. Oh, he's barely alive.
All right, and then
Somebody get it away from Button quick.
Yeah, and then I'm going to move over again, but we're going to have Leif swoop over and attempt to hit that one with a bite attack as well.
Okay.
So just swoop over.
I just want to know if eventually the bird's gonna have a higher kill count than the rest of us.
I feel like Zach's about to punch the computer.
Yep, that kills him. That kills him.
Wow.
Yeah, that is 20 damage.
Oh my god.
Even if I make the save, he had only 5 hit points left, so he's dead.
Does Button attack Laith now?
Good,
The bird
good.
in front of a
All right,
cat that
is
just stole
Sigrun
skill.
doing anything?
No, she's going to stay on my shoulder
All
for
right.
this fight.
Charlene Berserker is attacking Mirnix. First, I'm checking to see if I suck. Nope, this one doesn't. I'm attacking recklessly. I gain advantage on all my attacks, but you get advantage on all my attacks. Or, like, attacks against
What?
me. You get attacks against me.
Okay,
Sorry.
I was like...
That made no sense. I attack with advantage. Attacks against me have advantage. That's what I meant to say. All right, here we go. Charlatan Flail. 18.
Yeah.
Take 6 damage. Make a Constitution saving throw.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, you made the save. All right. You still take the 6 damage. Second
Okay.
attack. 20 for 7.
No.
Another Constitution
Okay.
saving throw. No.
God damn it.
You are poisoned until your next turn.
Oh, that's not nice.
Or until the end of my next turn. What is it? What does it say? Until the
Yeah.
end of its turn. So at the
Its
end of
next
Mirnix's turn, then you're no longer poisoned. Final
Okay.
attack.
Oh, there's another one. Okay.
Yep.
24 for 9.
God bless it.
You take the 9, but you don't have to make another con save. You can only be poisoned once.
Oh, well, there we go. All
All right, top of the round, Anarissa.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to move out so that I can shoot this person.
The Berserker,
do.
this guy?
Yes, the
All right,
Berserker.
he's going to have plus 2 AC
Not
because of
Mirnix.
Mirnix being right there.
God damn it.
5, 10, 15,
If you can get
20.
a
I
little more to the side, I'll take away the cover.
Yeah, like that.
That'll work.
Okay. Yeah, I'd miscounted a little bit, but I can get there. And then we're going to do that, and I will get sneak attack because you're standing there.
Sure will. 26 for 25 damage. Nice job.
God damn.
Yep. and then I will just use my cloak to try to blend in with the tree line here.
All right.
So we will
See how you do.
Yeah.
All right. That tree hurt. And now we go to Mirnix.
All right. Okay. So I have advantage.
Yep.
What's your poison?
Both your attacks have advantage on them.
But don't you disadvantage for being poisoned?
Oh,
being
yeah.
poisoned.
Sorry,
It's
you're
actually-
So you're
poisoned.
normal.
So
Damn it.
ignore that. I know it's a crit. I'm
Aw.
sorry. Attack like normal
Aw.
because you have disadvantage and advantage at the same time. 11 will miss, unfortunately. Second attack.
I hate everything.
That does
Oh,
hit
I
for
don't.
14. Oh, you're not
Yay.
going to like this. Ay,
Oh.
ay, ay.
Are you kidding me?
If you blow on him, he'll die.
Look,
You have one more attack?
No.
Can't you use like action surge or something?
I'm not gonna
No.
action surge for a glory kill.
That's fair. That's a good call.
Fair.
Go, Button, go.
Button.
Go, steal the kill.
No, Button, don't take this from me. God damn it, Button.
Listen.
I grab the bird and throw it at the guy.
Yeah, I just take the bird, just dart it. Take another one from me. So Button is going to look over at the last thing hobbling. He's going to just like take his greatsword and charge, and then like skid in the snow, kick it all up, look all cool, like go to slash, and actually just put
And
his sword
miss.
down.
All right. Toro, you're up. That's so great.
I didn't think my turn would come next.
I didn't either. But let's keep the pain going.
I'm looking at Mirnix like, are you gonna do it or?
You guys keep
Toto
doing this, the bird's gonna get the
dashes-
other one.
Toto dashes around the rock, bow drawn, sees Button skid to a stop, and just holds the arrow taut. Fire.
Okay. I guess it's Valtreya's turn.
Yeah,
It does, we don't
Valtreya's,
take this
like
thing out.
steps out, ready to like do some chaos shit, and she's like, "Oh, okay, I guess this is what we're doing."
Tira.
Is that you guys realize if we don't like get this thing, it's gonna attack again?
It's fine. The only people that are hurt right now are us, and we're beefy as fuck. We're okay.
Yeah, I think Tira's like, you know what? Let them have it.
Yeah, maybe once. Just
Dave,
let us have it.
How about the birds? Anything from the birds? Oh.
No, let's just sort of fly back to Tira's arm. She's just put her arm up.
All right. It looks like it's my turn. I'm gonna roll a d6.
Please roll a 1.
Roll a 1.
The story is better if you roll one.
Aha.
Oh.
All right, so the
So
Chardalyn
funny.
Berserker stands up, looks both at Button and Mirnix, like, I'm gonna attack you now. Here I go.
By all means. By all means.
If I roll a 1 or a 2, it's Button. If I roll a 3 or a 4, it's Mirnix. Button.
Come at me.
I'm recklessly attacking because I might
Go
as
for it.
fucking well. Here comes the first attack. Oh, that's a javelin. Ignore that. Flail. 22 for 5.
Okay. So I'll take
Con save.
2.
That does not pass. You are poisoned till the end of.
I am quite raged.
What does that mean? You just.
I get it.
Oh,
I can reroll
okay,
it.
Okay.
14.
That works. You're fine. Second attack. 8. Oh my god, I missed. Final attack. 14? I don't think that gets you.
No.
All right. He lays down his flail and he raises. Oriel, please do not let them kill me. Anarissa.
Anarissa's watching this and she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with these people?"
I think you guys are just gonna leave him in the middle of the street and just go to Easthaven.
I mean,
and
it's
have
like-
this be this reoccurring NPC every time he sees you. He's like,
Yeah, exactly.
Oriel.
But she has her bow drawn, and this guy just put his flail down.
Yeah, he's honestly just as confused as the DM is. He's put down his weapons. He's holding up his hands. He's just like,
Okay, so I see him put his flail down, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I still have my bow drawn.
Okay.
And basically, if Mirnix doesn't kill this thing, I'm shooting him.
All
so
right.
I'm just holding my action.
Mirnix, it's your turn.
Well, shit. I was gonna go after him for attacking Button.
Well, just do
And be
it.
like, "Look,
Somebody
Button,
kill
I
this
saved your
motherfucker,
ass."
please.
But now he gave up.
Kill
It's
him.
not as like.
Kill him. You're a fighter. Fuck that shit.
Yep.
There you go.
Finally. All right, he looks you right in the eye and says, "Oh, geez, thank you. It's about time I'm dead."
And I just want to say
Jesus.
that this whole time, I'm like, Button, I saved you. Look, did everyone see me just save Button? He attacked you, and I killed him for you.
Oh,
Yes.
goodness. So
Very
you,
good job.
You collect your
me
items,
alive.
and you look through the remains of the Chardolin. Of the Chardolin Berserkers. Let's see. They have about a total of 7 copper on them. What do you do? That also being said, you do notice that one of them has a ring on one finger that looks like it's made actually of ice, but it's not melting.
Take that shit off.
All right.
Identify it.
Who's taking the ring?
I'll take it.
Are
All
we
right.
identifying it first?
Yeah.
That would be the smart thing to do.
Because I know
Yes.
I can do that as a ritual. So if
A
you guys
ritual
just-
will take
Sure.
10 minutes.
I thought it was 1 minute for.
Well, while
It's a
we're doing
ritual.
that-
If it's a ritual, it's 10 minutes plus its casting time. Identify.
Oh,
thing
okay.
has
So
a
it's
1 minute casting.
so it's 11 minutes then.
It's 11 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
so I
wanna
could-
wake up when it's ring off.
Well, I was gonna say like if people want to finish looting the body while I identify, then
We can check it later too.
I was just gonna say, like, while we're doing this, I like go over to Mirnix and I'm like, "You did such a good job," and I like rest my hand against your face, which like starts to warm up, and then I cure wounds.
thank you.
So you get 6 points back.
I feel like Anarissa's looking at people going, the last time we took something to identify it later, we ended up with this crystal shit. Do we want to
And identify it. I'm
Fair
not
enough.
going to wear it. Put it
So
on or
you're
don't.
you're all sort of recuperating after this fight. Go ahead and take a short rest while Anarissa is identifying this, and I'll tell you what it is. So use hit dice if you need to. Most of you guys are fine. Mirnix took a little bit of a beating.
Yeah.
I might use a hit die for my 3 HP I lost.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I would not do that.
All right.
I'm gonna use a hit die though, because
So looking at this ring, okay, you notice that it inscribed on it is a very minuscule 6-pointed snowflake. It looks like it is under the. It has the power of a teleportation spell.
Oh.
That's interesting. Does it just do that like just once, or is that
It doesn't seem to have charges, which is something that your identify spell said it would do. It just says it's where is it at? You learn its properties and how to use them. So its magical properties, its teleportation, and you use it by putting it on.
so? This is potentially the One Ring, and we can just except it does teleport instead of just making you invisible.
I will tell you this, that it doesn't seem like it doesn't
doesn't
give
seem
you
like
the
it's
power to
cursed.
teleport. It teleports, meaning you don't get to cast teleport. It teleports you.
Oh, so if you just put the sucker on, you don't know where the hell you're gonna end up.
Right.
And
Okay.
you also don't know if it's like we all hold hands and get teleported, or if just the person wearing it gets teleported.
I mean, I say we save this and put this shit on like a bad guy that we want like to go away, and then
Okay.
just
Works for me.
so.
So just write down Frostmaiden's ring. Bum bum bum.
Am I holding on to that, or is someone else holding on to that?
I don't know.
I mean, I can. I just wanted to check in case someone else really was keen on holding on to it.
You identified it. You can hold on to it.
Sure.
Yeah. Put it in the lockbox.
Nutella's the key to that. We can't actually.
I thought Button has the key.
Button has
That's
the
the key. Sorry, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Here's the box.
All right.
Unlock it. We can put the ring in it.
You can do that.
Unlock it again.
That works for me.
Yeah, just crack it open. Don't look at it. Just shove the ring in it. Close it.
Yeah.
The crystal is also like wrapped in something inside the box, so like the ring's not bumping against the crystal.
Right. You don't make a maraca out of this shit. No, you're fine.
We could put the ring on the crystal and teleport the crystal somewhere.
You don't make a good maraca out of it.
It's a chaotic, evil maraca. All right. So with that, you after your rest, you travel the rest of the way to Easthaven, and you see it's the town in front of you. It's large is the wrong word. It's as big as Bryn Shander, but compared to Waterdeep, that's still like teeny tiny. Why can't I scroll out?
Right. Massive towns we keep coming to.
Yeah, for you guys, it's massive. For anyone who comes from, it's one of the bigger ones. It's
because
like
the size of like one of our neighborhoods. Back
yes,
home.
exactly. If that, it's like a couple blocks of Waterdeep. But you do know, because it is one of the quote unquote larger towns of the area. This town is one of the ones that sacrifices humanoids to the Frostmaiden.
Is this sacrifice time?
It's getting close. It's getting
So
close. You had like a week or so left.
That's why Vampire Dude might be here.
Could be.
Yeah.
So basically, as you enter this place, it's been about 8 hours on the road. So you are looking for, in terms of like story wise, that you're tired. I know you have all your hit points and everything. So you could look for an inn. It looks like the docks where this supposed ferry would be towards Loch Denishire, obviously. And then you also see that some people seem to be congregating towards the center of town for some reason. So you have 3 options ahead of you. You can investigate the docks, see where the people are going, or try and find an inn.
I'm interested to see what's going on in town right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, but we probably should be cautious, because if we're getting like a week out from the sacrifice, this.
I'm not saying that we run in going, woo-hoo, here we are, but I'm saying like we follow the masses and see what's going on.
Yeah.
I think because I'm a large cat, this one's 8 feet tall and lilac, and you're a blue girl, we're probably going to draw attention even if we don't intend to. So I don't know that it will matter if we go to town or...
I have my invisibility cloak. It's fine.
And I'm ever so slightly shiny, like yours.
That's fair.
So it looks like the group, the townsfolk are congregating towards the town hall.
Okay.
Oh, it's election day. Let's see.
So Chris, up
Yes.
north, is it like mostly human, or is it like a whole like collection of different?
It's a mixture of primarily dwarves, humans, gnomes, halflings, some elves, a smattering of dragonborn, and very few tiefling.
Okay.
Like they've seen tiefling. It's not like oh my gosh, but it's dwarves and humans are probably the most prevalent.
Okay.
All right, give me 1 second to get open the right chapter. This is Easthaven.
Taven, chapter 3.
All right. So as you get closer, you actually feel something that you're not used to. It's actually warmth. And looking, and you hear the crackling of fire. You see the town hall is gathered in some sort of public execution.
Oh, I got really excited for the warmth, and now I'm not anymore.
You see a man who is bound to a stake and gagged. Members of the militia have used torches to light the straw tucked under his feet, and fanned by the wind, the fire catches quickly. The man doesn't struggle or scream as he is quickly engulfed in flames. Bundled up spectators move closer to the human bonfire, eager to feel its warmth. So here's a picture.
Valtreya starts to have a panic attack.
Ow.
Like,
PTSD.
Okay.
She's on the verge of like losing her shit.
Yeah, I kind of pull her back maybe around a corner just to like get out of sight of this.
Because like not only is this like super evil, but like she lost everybody in a massive flame. Yeah, she's not handling this very well at all.
So there's a woman next to you wearing a tailored coat and a fur hat, and she looks to you and She says, "Are you all right?"
No. Yeah. I just walk away.
First execution, right?
Yeah. I'm all new to this, being from the South and all.
So you're trying to move away from her, but unfortunately the crowd is so dense at this point as people are moving in that you're getting this claustrophobic sort of panic. She doesn't seem to be interrogating you or anything. She honestly seems to be just sort of worried. As you look, you see a small insignia on her vestments, and she says, "Well, I'm sorry, my name is Imdra, and I'm the captain of the militia here. Now, I do have to tell you, Dazan," she says, pointing towards the dude on fire, "he was an evil wizard who hoped to disguise himself, but he was arrested for his crimes that he inflicted upon the Dale folk. He apparently led to the cold-blooded murder of some adventurers who aided Icewind Dale in the past. Our public execution isn't an act of vengeance, but is meant to deter others from engaging in similar behavior."
Yeah, I feel like Val's still panicking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm right there. I kind of just look and go, I really appreciate the explanation. We recently lost some people to a fire accident that, this is just kind of new. And so I think I'm going to try to, just back up just a little bit.
Sure.
Just to...
At that point, she's, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. And then she points to a couple of militiamen in the distance, and they start to move the crowd away and lead a path. And she guides you through there towards a tavern to the north, which you see from the sign above it. It's called the Wet Trout. And she's like, I'm sorry, this place can be, we don't get a lot of spectacle here, and the crowds can be a bit much at times. Welcome to Easthaven. Please rest. And she sort of leads you there. So, yeah, she says, I'll come check on you all in the morning.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm just kind of checking on Val at this point, too, because it's just like, I feel like Anarissa is not quite as lost in it because she didn't see she saw the aftermath of the fire, so she's obviously going to be feeling anxious about it, but it's not going to be the same level that what Val is feeling because Val saw the fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Anarissa is going to be a little bit able to focus more on Val than freaking out herself.
Button, Tira, Mirnix, and Toro, you guys have no idea about this. Oh, for story's sake, we're going to say that Natel chilled in Bryn Shander helping Copper get settled. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you guys have no idea why Valtreya is freaking out about the fire. I don't know if you have
also super upset because she doesn't have her fur boggle to curl up inside. So
her emotional support animal.
I was to say her emotional support chunk.
Yeah. My emotional support chunk.
I think Toto would look at Toto would make eye contact with Anarissa, and in her head she would hear Toto ask, "Is she all right? Is she cold or something?"
The short of it is we lost a few of our closest friends in Waterdeep to a fireball attack. So this is very and Val was there and saw it.
And died.
I see.
Yeah, but I don't know that you actually died. I just know that you came close. So it would not help me to know that you actually died.
Toto looks really, really awkward, and he gets up and takes his cloak off, and he's he sort of drapes it over Valtreya and is like, "Hold this for me," and leaves and goes to the bar to get drinks.
Actually, a retcon really quick. I accidentally made a mistake. The Wet Trout is actually the tavern. The inn is actually a different place altogether. We can just say she led you to the tavern, which is fine, but I did make a mistake there.
No, you said it was a tavern.
Oh, okay. It is a tavern,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
a
not
tavern.
an inn. Sorry, tavern and inn are two different
Gotcha.
places.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
I'm gonna get drinks because that's all I know that Valtreya likes is alcohol.
Mhm.
And she looks uncomfortable, so I'm gonna be super manly about it though, and get alcohol for the whole table and just be like, huh.
All right, so you head towards the tavern's bar, and as you head there, you see that the bartender is actually a it's another dragonborn, a white dragonborn, and she looks towards you, gives you like a acknowledgement that you're here and they're there, and they take out large tankards of ale and sticks them on a tray and then hand them towards you. And holds out a hand for payment.
All right, how much do I owe?
So for let's say a gallon of ale is only 2 silver pieces. That's awesome.
That's great.
That's great.
Take those rates.
That's why it's the wet
That's
trap.
an alchemy jump shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. I'm
And
going
we
to
get
stay in this
mayonnaise.
town.
And then you look and every tankard's full of mayonnaise, but I mean, it's
Oh.
a good price.
Yeah. Toto goes up to the bar probably just after Mirnix does and asks for like the warmest food they have.
It's like, well, we happen to have some delicious knucklehead trout available. So, I'll bring some to your food. You guys new in Easthaven then?
Some of us are newer than others. We're just stopping by for a few days.
So I bet you saw the wizard kebab out front, huh?
We did, yes.
Yeah, they've been hunting that Dazan for years.
Really? Has he been giving you all a lot of trouble?
Him and his group, the Arcane Brotherhood or some such nonsense. I just know he is a conniving, scheming individual, so good riddance.
Have they caught all of his accomplices? If this is a brotherhood, I mean, it sounds like more than just one wizard.
Honestly, we don't know how many people are of that brotherhood. We just know he was part of it. They sometimes wear these red robes and things.
Right. Do they specifically go after adventurers? One of the militia women outside mentioned that.
Well, not necessarily just specifically adventurers, but if there's treasure or power to be had, then they're the first to claim it, usually at other people's expense.
Do they serve any particular person or god? I mean,
I don't know. You'd have to ask him, but I don't think he's talking much anymore.
Well,
right.
We can make this happen if we want.
It's like, does that work if the
with my
body is
boss.
ashes?
Well,
We are actually in town on a bit of business. One of our associates was meant to meet us here. He goes by the name of Sephek, and then Toto describes Sephek, like the 2 swords, and
Roll a persuasion check.
I can't remember his physical description.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check.
18.
She says, well, I did see an individual that matches your description. He wasn't wielding any ice blades or anything, but he was dressed rather strangely for the area. He's like the only one that wasn't bundled in many, many coats. He seemed actually warm. I saw him head towards the old Easthaven ferry. It hasn't been used in years since the everlasting winter. But yeah, you can find it over by the ferry, over by the docks.
And the ferry by the ferry.
Down the ferry, yeah. Piloted by
Hey, we
a
don't know if he's
mystical
gay.
woodland creature known as a fairy.
Okay. Thank you. That's very useful. And Toto gives her a silver piece as thanks.
All right, this will be great for the tip. Now, for the food, on the other hand.
Yes, for all 6 of my companions.
5 more silver pieces, we'll call it a day.
Sounds about right.
All right.
And
And
he
if you're
hands
looking
her
for
5
rooms,
silver.
we have none here. You'll have to head to the White Lady Inn in order to find rooms for the night.
And where is that? I'm assuming. around here.
They give you directions. It's just south of the ferry.
Okay. And it's called the Old Lady Inn?
The White Lady Inn.
The White Lady
Yes.
Inn. Okay.
Not the Old White Lady Inn. Welcome.
There's doilies everywhere.
Everywhere. And old butterscotch candies in a jar.
It's a bunch of women who want to talk to the manager.
Yep. All with
The
their
couches
particular
all have
hairstyle.
that plastic cover on
Yes,
it
you
that
just don't
my
want to give.
grandmother would
Yeah.
have.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Oh gosh, now I don't want to go. All right, so you
All right,
finish your meal. The food's good. The drink's good. Companies. It seems like outside is quiet down quite a bit as the crowd is dispersed now that the body is no longer on fire. What would you
Tira
guys like to do?
mentions that if we do want to question it, we can make this happen.
So the
It
last
only
time
has to still be mostly intact, and it cannot be undead. But anything else pretty much goes.
I am
If
perfectly.
questions if you want.
I'm
Define
okay with that.
mostly intact. It was on fire.
This is the corpse must still have a mouth.
Yeah, and can't be undead. Further than that, yeah, we can ask 5 questions of it. I can.
It might just be like a charred skull at this point, but that'll count.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, we can ask it 5 questions. Like, this is the thing we can do.
If you think it's worth it, sure. And Toro leaves he leaves the tavern back to the town square.
Okay.
Val, I'll stay with you. You seem like you're having a hard time watching people burn to death.
All right, so some of you stay back for another round as Tira and who else?
Toro.
I'm gonna go.
Tira, Toro, Mirnix head out back towards the town hall where the execution was
Before
taking place.
Merrick's leaves, I don't know if Mirnix has gloves or anything like that, but I guess wherever they're putting their hands, I kind of just take that cloth or like I don't know if it's gloves or like something to keep it warm, but I use prestidigitation. I go, I just learned this, and I can make it warm. Like that
Ooh.
fabric is warm for an hour, so your hands are warm for an hour.
Oh, nice.
You're my favorite person in this whole party.
Dude, that's what Valtreya's been doing to you this whole time.
That's very true, but this lasts for an hour.
All right, so with your warm dragonborn paws, you head towards the town hall, and you see the smoke emanating from the stake where the wizard was lit on fire. And then you, as you approach, you see some of the militiamen seem to be lugging something into some sort of crate, like coffin type crate, very low cost. Sort of throw them in there. It looks like they're cleaning up.
If you wouldn't mind, may I have a minute with the corpse? We have some questions for it, actually.
So one of the guards looks at you, looks towards the other guard, and then they both just start guffawing and be like, that's a funny jest. Oh, that's a good one. I haven't heard that before, as they take the lid and start putting it over the coffin.
Oh, I'm deadly serious. I have questions for the corpse.
I grab the coffin lid.
All right, as soon as you do, some of the other guardsmen put their hands on their the hilts of their swords.
No, this doesn't have to end in violence. I just simply want to ask the corpse 5 questions.
All right,
It
so they
won't take a few minutes.
They whisper to each other, the 2 militiamen. They're like, well, this is very irregular, Miss...
Harry's daughter.
Miss.
Mirnix, I'm speaking common. Right, Toro, you heard me, didn't you?
Yes.
Would it help? Actually, hang on a second. Hey, maybe it's my... Hang on a second. Leif, please. And you hear Leif, Harry's daughter! it's sorry, yeah, his vocal cords. It's rough. Harry's daughter, I'm servant of the Raven Queen. I'm sorry, we haven't been introduced.
Roll a intimidation check.
Let's see what we have.
So the guard in front of you seems to lower his resolve a little bit as he stares at you and he sees the raven croak. Just then the door behind him opens up and another man exits. It looks to be of a slightly higher station. And he says, "What's going on? What's taking you so long?" And he says, This woman here has talking birds and says she wants to talk to the dead man." And he says, "How many times is this going to happen today?" "Okay, what do you want?" He says, looking at you.
My name is Tira Harry's daughter. I am a servant of the Raven Queen. Our party has recently come to town. I simply wish to ask 5 questions of the recently deceased. Your men are doing a fine job, but unfortunately they are standing in my way just a little bit. I only need a few minutes.
Okay, well, the problem here is this is evidence in a crime scene. The sentence has been carried through, but in order for you to speak with this corpse, you're going to need permission from Arlagoth, the captain.
Arlagoth? Okay.
Yes, she has gone home for the evening. It's quite late. So she's resting after a long day of burning wizards. But if you come back tomorrow, you can ask her whatever questions you like or talk to whatever dead things you'd like. But my men are tired. We're going to bring this corpse in, throw it with the rest of the trash, and maybe bury it tomorrow.
What about Imtra? Is Imtra here? We spoke with her earlier today. She actually helped us when we came to town initially.
Imdra is Captain Arlagoth. Sorry, we're not not that personal with her. We have to call her Captain Algaroth. But she will be here tomorrow. If it's urgent, I can maybe fetch for her, but she has gone home for the evening.
No, that's fine. It's not really that important just yet, I suppose. Okay. Alright, that's fine, I suppose. We'll be on the way then.
Alright, come back tomorrow. She'll be here first light. With that, the men resume their work, sort of muffling each other, like, "Did you hear that raven talk? That bird talked?" And then they keep bringing this...
where are you taking the corpse, by the way? Just so I know what to come back to.
Oh, right here. We're keeping it in the town hall till we know what to do with it. Probably just throw it in the lock.
Okay. Well, I suppose we will probably see you tomorrow then. I look forward to it.
All right. See you then. Have a good night.
I'm just imagining that they forgot that the lake was frozen and they're going to toss it and it's going to be
Well,
like...
they do fishing still, so they do have holes. Yeah, they slide it across. They just take turns surfing on this dead wizard across this.
It's like a curling stone. It's just slightly like curved.
Brooms, they're like sweeping it.
Yeah, sweep.
I just have this mental image though of like a couple of like just dumbass guards like chuck it.
It's not sinking.
And it just goes thunk on the ice and they're like, I guess it's...
Shit.
Really? Like, damn it. Like...
Bring it back inside. All right. So with that, you head back towards the White Lady Inn. We're going to say that Button and Valtreya, how are you guys doing at the Wet Trout?
I'm okay. I'm trying to eat this fish as best as I can. It's pretty good fish.
It's actually cooked pretty nice, seasoned nicely. It's just that you've had this goddamn fish every day for the past few weeks.
I'm definitely using whatever like little either thaumaturgy or prestidigitation to like do little pranks on the people around me, trying to get Val to like get her mind off of things and laugh, just because I can like change the color of a candle in front of some drunk dude and watch him look really confused, and then when he tells his companion, I switch it back and just just trying to like do little things to kind of cope with humor.
Valtreya is like hunkered underneath Toro's like jacket that I imagine he just was like here and kind of like threw on her and
correct, yeah.
And she's like just holding on to whatever tankard of ale and just kind of like staring at it.
You're having a really hard time with this fire. Your friends died in a fire.
Several of them actually, kind of all of us did. Some of us were brought back, but
that's when Anarissa pauses because she just knows that a couple of you died. And she's like, I'm sorry, what?
That's unfortunate.
All of us.
There was, I know what it's like to sort of walk away as all of your allies are dead. It's not an appealing feeling.
No, it's difficult to come back from, especially when you watch someone else burn.
That doesn't get easier, and I don't think it's supposed to. I think if it does, that's the problem.
She takes a sip of ale.
Well, are you going to be okay?
I'm sure it will be. It'll just take a minute.
That's good. I think that up here, fire is going to be our best ally, and a lot of times this is something that causes this much of a fright in you.
Oh, fire's fun as long as no one else is on fire.
Reasonable to have that feeling.
If we aren't using human torches, I'm okay.
What if we don't have any wood around? And the terrible smile. Just looks like a tiger snarling.
Oh my god.
She looks at you kind of horrified, but your attempt at a smile just makes her start laughing because it's just he's trying to be so nice and genuine.
I mean, this is actually endearing
Yeah.
Button a little bit more to Anarissa because she kind of was meh on him before, and
Yeah.
this actually taking the time to try to help Valtreya is earning him some points right now.
So as the night drags on, you pay off your tabs, and not drunkenly, but a little bit of a buzz as you walk down the streets heading towards the White Lady Inn. As you enter, you see an old musty inn. It looks like it's been here for ages. And you see the rest of your party, and you kind of congregate around a table, and there's a halfling bard who's strumming a lute and recounting a tale, apparently about the namesake of this tavern, which is not named after an old white lady, but actually the White Lady, which is a ghost that was rumored to walk on Lac Danashir, haunting the spot where her rich husband drowned. So this.
Why would she be haunting that? That sounds amazing.
Because that's where her money.
Her rich husband died and gave her all the money.
I mean, it's
right?
still linked to emotion.
Why
It
is
doesn't say
she-
that bad emotion.
So
emotion.
the Ronaldo is the name of the halfling who's the bard who's strumming this tale, and he continues recounting that the White Lady's husband was a miser who kept his treasure in a heavy locked chest that never left his side. Perhaps it was this heavy chest, suggests Ronaldo, that capsized his boat and sent the man to his sunken grave. Or perhaps it was the fright of seeing his dead wife that caused it to capsize the boat and drown. Either way, Ronaldo is certain that the man's treasure lies at the bottom of the lake, waiting for some intrepid explorer to find it.
Right, I bet. Ronaldo, we've been offered several times to find treasure. We really appreciate it. We have other things that we have to get to.
So, as he's still continuing his song, which is part of a rhetorical statement, not we're looking for I haven't even asked you about the side quest yet.
No.
And at that point, hey, everybody, we're going to take a quick little 5-minute break, and when we come back, an NPC will offer the characters a side quest. See you soon! And we're back, everybody. Hello! If you're just joining us, we are playing Dungeons & Dragons, the Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign, and the characters are currently exploring Easthaven and have just made it to the White Lady Inn, where a bard is singing a song about a supposed ghost that haunts the lack outside of town, and there's some treasure buried beneath it or some such nonsense. As his song draws to a close, he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I will be conducting a seance in the back room, immediately following my set. If you would like to come join me, I'm looking for some brave people to help me contact the spirit world." And with that, he gives a flick of his cloak and walks towards the back area.
Don't like that.
I'm kind of interested in that, actually.
No.
Kind of look at Tira with a little bit of a conspiratorial grin, and I'm like, so how full of shit do you think he is?
His eyes are brown.
That's great.
I like that.
That was good.
Toto looks probably the most enthused that you have ever seen him thus far. And in your minds, you hear his voice like, oh, I think this will be fun.
All right. So who's heading towards the back room?
Toto, yes.
Tira.
Toro,
but I will look at Val first and see if she seems like she's doing okay. Like, I won't go if she looks like she's still...
No, she's fine.
Okay. So if she seems like she's a little bit more settled, then I'll go check it out, because I can have fun with this.
All right, got 3 people.
All right, I might as well go.
4 people?
What is he doing?
A seance. We're going to talk to dead people.
Which is what I wanted to do anyway, really, so this is actually very
It's already on the docket. Might as well
very relevant to
check
what
it off.
we already had planned today.
Oh my god.
All right. So are you going to Button?
My hand.
Whatever, sure.
All right, Valtreya.
I mean, let's not split the party, 5
All
to
right.
1.
So reluctantly, you head towards the back, grabbing a drink as you do. And as you head to the back, you see there's a couple of other patrons of the bar that have come to the back, and Ronaldo is there. He says, "We live in dark times. Perhaps the spirit of the White Lady can help. Aren't you curious to hear what she has to say?"
Very.
Not really.
Smoke from burning incense clouds the room. Multicolored lamps and silks are hung from the rafters, and the light of several candles illuminate a circle of uncomfortable-looking guests sitting cross-legged on the floor. Ronaldo pushes back his sleeves of his robes, raises his hand, closes his eyes, and intones, "Lady, who watches from the lake, come to us in our darkest hour. Tell us what you've seen." After a moment of silence, thick frost forms on the inside of the room's windows, turning them opaque, and the candles go out one by one. I need everybody to make a persuasion group check.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
That's what it says.
All right.
That's interesting.
Holy shit.
Wow. Look at us. We're very persuasive.
We're a charismatic group of people.
I mean,
Well,
we
shit.
went into this knowing that the dude was full of shit. So, you know.
Exactly.
So, with some of you guys have experience with this, especially Tira, you realize that Ronaldo is actually conducting some sort of ritual and summoning a spirit. He seems like he's way out of his depth, though. Perhaps he learned this from a scroll or something, but he doesn't have the adequate training. So with your actual sort of group persuasive powers, apparently, you managed to coax the wandering poltergeist floating around the room directly into Ronaldo's body, whose eyes roll back in his head, and he begins to come under a trance of the spirit. And there's a really cool picture, probably one of my favorites
This
in the
can't
book.
go wrong.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, this is good.
Who are these guys?
Those are just other dudes that are chilling with the seance. Seance chillers.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ronaldo seems to be barely holding himself upright. He says, quick, ask it some questions.
All right. Well, certainly I think there's something we want to know. I guess, did you want to know if it's actually the White Lady herself?
Maybe we should just ask who it is, yeah.
What is your name?
I forgot.
Well, yeah, it did say it could be elusive, I suppose.
How are you doing?
No.
Dead.
Next.
Mash the A button, getting through the NPC lines.
How did you die?
That's a good question. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, I'm not too happy with this encounter because all the questions that you would assume people would ask are not answered here. Really, like it's Basically, it just means that she doesn't remember. She said, I can't remember.
I gotcha. Well, how about this one? Has anyone really been far as decided to use even go want to do?
You hear the sound of a ghost throwing up.
Let's see. Can't remember how long it's.
So it seems like she has a very short-term memory. So she'll only be able to answer things of a more recent nature, which is kind of dumb in my opinion, but here it is.
Okay.
The White Lady doesn't remember the details of her own death or the fate of her lost love. Great, let's contact the spirit world.
So it is the White Lady.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Okay. It is the apparent ghost. Ronaldo has come through on his claim.
But she has a short-term memory, so she only remembers things that have happened recently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Were you there when the wizard was burned?
Okay. The answer is yes, but let me see if she can answer this without.
Because
Is that why she's still here? What she needs to be done to leave?
She says, he didn't die the way I did. Meaning, like she says it more of like, he didn't die the same way. Death isn't doing to him what it did to her.
Oh, did she talk about the wizard with this in this case?
She's talking about the wizard, yes.
Okay. But she was present at his death.
She did witness it, yes.
Okay. Yeah, what do you need to be free of the mortal plane?
Find my treasure. It was stolen.
Okay.
Where is the treasure?
So she sort of, or Ronaldo points directly towards the lake, but as you peer out the window through the frosted glass, you see a small opening where it looks like there is sort of some caves or caverns sort of against the side of the lake. And she says, Chiselbone, she stole it.
Chiselbone? Okay.
Ronaldo says, I'm getting weaker. I can't hold him much longer.
This probably is the most important thing you've ever done, so I'd ask you to suck it up a little bit.
Can I just like kick Button a little bit?
You can try.
I don't know. I managed to trip him and make it look like an accident, so.
Oh no, I'm kicking him on purpose. This is a purpose. Button, shut the fuck up.
Roll a kick.
I mean, I assume we have not much else we really probably need. What do you know of this Chiselbone? What would we be going up against if we were to go against her and free you from this plane?
Before I continue any further, because it might affect your questions, I do want you to know that Lac Dinishare is quite large, so she may know things that aren't just of Easthaven, but the other two cities or towns along Lake Dinishare as well. She haunts the whole fucking thing.
Oh.
That is.
It's not just this area where her husband died.
It's Easthaven, Caer Dinevel, and Caer Koenig.
I don't think we were prepared to speak to this dead person today.
I know that's what happens.
I mean, we could ask her more generally, like, what sort of, I don't know, like what sort of dangers or what sort of creatures.
Have you seen a vampire walking around lately?
Yeah.
She says, one touched by Auriel has been through here. One without life, but different than me. He hides in there, and she points towards a few of the ships that you see that are sort of locked in this frozen lake.
Okay.
Thank you.
But he's not alone.
Oh.
How not alone is he?
He's with the gray-skinned ones.
Oh, the Duragard.
All right. Yep. I'm ready.
Okay. Chiselbone, do you know of what Chiselbone is or what might be going up against if...
She's very old. Older than when I was alive. Older than before I was born. She's been around for years, haunting this place, and her cauldron is quite powerful.
Alright, so probably a witch of some sort then, I guess.
With that, Ronaldo says, I'm losing her. His hand goes over to the window, and writing in reverse, he writes the words invisible dwarves along the glass, and he says, beware the gray-skinned ones. They've been stalking Easthaven, Kier Denevel, Kier Kjonig. Their intentions aren't good. They are hunting for the evil substance. He describes the crystal that you recognize as Chandril. They are both. She says they're both in the ferry, as well as in Diniv's Rest. And with that, Ronaldo sort of collapses in a heap on the cushions. Takes a big breath. His eyes roll back to normal. He tries to focus. He says, "It's never been that strong before."
How many times have you done this before?
3 times. 1 didn't count. I was drunk. This one went way better than the last
while
one.
you're drinking.
Well, the other one say it's more fun that way. Good job, Ronaldo. Good times. Let's do it next week.
Just as the candles come back up and everybody seems to relax a little bit, I knock them all back out again.
She hasn't left. She's still with us. Quick,
just to make
perhaps
those couple
your generosity will help calm her. And he holds out his hat, looking for tips.
And I just sit here and I just turn the candles back on,
Okay. You see some of the people throwing a few coppers and silvers into his hat.
Yeah. I just figured usually you have those 1 or 2 people that the lights go down and they're like, ah, and freak out again. So.
Here's 1 gold.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Don't thank me. Thank the lack of banks.
I have no change, So at that point, the evening...
Just reach in and I grab everything out of there, except for my gold piece. Thank you.
The evening wears on and everyone turns in for the night. Anything you want to do before we take the long rest?
I am going to cast Alarm around the box wherever we put it.
Okay.
And that way, if any of us try to get to it, it's going to, ring a loud bell at us.
So what's the trigger on the alarm? Opening the box? Touches the box.
Yeah, you said alarm against unwanted intrusion. So basically, if a tiny or bigger creature touches or enters the warded area. So basically, if before the 8 hours is up, one of us tries to
All right, so you're saying anyone touches it?
Yeah, anyone touches that box, it's going to go off.
All right, go ahead and you take the night's rest. Valtre, you need to roll that charisma saving throw again. Or charisma... Yes, it is a charisma saving throw, yes.
Can I continue to roll it at advantage since I've been talking to Seraphina, or should I accept that previous and I'll just roll it normally?
You're going to have to roll it normally for this one. This is not to be affected by it. This is just to see if you can resist opening the box.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh.
All right. So go ahead, and you're not proficient in Thieves' Tools, I imagine, but you still got to make your dexterity check, and this will set off the alarm.
Yeah, I mean, the moment she touches it, it's going to set off the alarm. So I'm not sure how well you're going to
Nope, not going to happen. So at that point, all right, so it's not, let's see, the ping awakens you. An audible alarm is to produce the sound of a handbell for 10 seconds. All right, so you hear this ding, 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 ding. You hear it, and then you all sort of are awoken, and you see Valtreya trying to pry open the box.
I'll help to restrain her.
Do you need the key?
No.
Yes.
No.
I kicked button again.
That's the point of it. Roll your kick!
Am I rolling my kick?
If you're kicking him, yes.
All right,
Roll an athletics
what do I
check.
even roll to kick?
Strength check.
Okay, I am gonna kick the shit out of you.
During all this, I'm putting the box back and I'm recasting alarm on it.
Is that your AC?
What is it?
16.
16.
Yeah, it's fine. You get me.
All right, D4 plus strength. Oh no, 1 plus strength. It's 1 plus strength. Sorry. What's your strength modifier?
My strength modifier. Oh, we upped it to 3.
All right,
now.
so take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as this kick hits you right in the solar plexus.
Well,
Would you like to
total roll.
retaliate?
Yes.
All right, let's attack
Oh
back.
my god.
I will attack with my cat's claws.
Ooh, okay, let's do it.
Uh,
So I think that's finesse. So you can do strength or dexterity.
yeah. Let me see here. I'm gonna do strength.
Okay.
I think that should just be right an attack.
12. Oh, that's a
That
save.
That is.
Oh,
Strength
that's a save. I'm sorry.
Try again.
Yeah, let me go ahead and I'll do it at advantage. I'll recklessly. do
Ooh,
this.
recklessly claw.
Oh.
22.
God.
What's your claw? Is your claw unarmed? Is it 1 or is it?
No, it's a D4 plus 3.
God
Okay.
damn.
Take
So
5
I hit
damage.
you.
5
Yeah,
slashing.
I retaliate exactly the same.
All right, so this is going great, guys. What else do you want to do? Anyone
That's
want to
it.
intervene?
You kick me in
Nah.
the.
Toto like shouts from the doorway. Are you finished? Can we go to sleep, please?
I'm gonna like have my hand axe and be like, yeah.
Oh shit,
okay.
bringing weapons into it?
Right, we can really do this if you'd like. I don't care.
And that's the
outside
TPK at
if
the
you're
White
going to
Lady
fight.
Inn. All right.
Meanwhile, Valtreya is still in the corner, like trying to claw this box open.
Oh, I've taken the box from you and I'm recasting alarm on it.
Yeah.
I've
So
got you like in the arm, like I've got the I'm like hands around you. I'm like, Valteria, stop.
How bad is the compulsion when somebody needs to open it? Like, am I still like fighting
So
Tira?
when
trying to
you're
open it?
it's kind of this thing where like when you're by yourself and you kind of see it, you're like, I really want to do it. But as soon as someone like would intervene, you'd be like, this is a bad thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not too hard to talk you down after the fact.
Gotcha.
is it also something that hits you suddenly, or is this something that kind of wears on you for a while? Because I kind of figure if it ever goes after Anarissa, she's frightened enough of it that like the first time she recognizes that it's trying to get her, she would probably go downstairs and sleep on a table. So
I don't know. We'll have to see.
yeah, no, I wasn't sure if that was something that, if it was something that having gone after them, if it would be something we would know already.
The paragraph on this thing is like 2 sentences, so I've just BS a lot.
And it's just become like a major thing in our party now.
Somehow. All right. So, continue.
So, are we all in the same room tonight?
I don't assume. I assume you're
I thought you said
pairing
there's
up.
one bed.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because then you pulled out, I guess we need this rope. I'm like,
It's like one of those giant like couches that folds out to become like the bed, and you end up with like the movie theater room. Like it's one
Ooh.
of those.
Well, yeah.
Like
well, regardless of which,
I
you
pull out one.
I just decided the button is warm, and so she's just like snuggled up.
so
It makes you comfortable, I suppose.
after this happens, after alarm is recast, sort of keeping more people together, especially around Valtreya, to make sure she doesn't try and open the box, you get through the night. It is the next
Yay.
morning. You're served your breakfast. Your cost for the inn stay is presented again. It's another 5 silver pieces a person, including all meals and everything.
I got it. That's fine.
All right.
I'll heal all of my hit points. Mirnix, you make sure that you healed one more than I have to from the damage that I did.
You get your 10 temp hit points. It's a new
After I
day.
saved your life earlier.
Yes, that's what happened.
So, you head towards, I suppose, I was assuming you were going to head towards the town hall.
yeah, we need to speak to more dead people.
All right. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
following Tira, you head back towards the town hall. and the door is open, or like not locked, and as you walk in, you see a few of the militia, and sitting at a desk, you see Captain Arlagath, who you met yesterday, and she says, "Oh, you look much more well-rested. I hope you're okay there, miss," she says towards Valtreya. And she says, what can I help you with today?"
We were actually told to return today. We wanted to ask some questions, actually, of the recently deceased. Your one of your associates told me we should wait for you to come back today and ask your permission before we do so.
So let me understand this. You want to speak to the dead man? Is this some sort of joke?
No, she can do that. She can totally do that. It's like creepy, but also really cool.
Talked to a ghost last night at the inn. It's really not all that impressive.
Oh, Ronaldo's doing his show again, is he?
Captain Arlagath, I'm a servant of the Raven Queen. I am not some cheap charlatan or bard who dabbles in things that they don't know. I've served death for a very long time.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Can I help with that? Since I'm like talking too.
You could roll at advantage, Jack, but you can't add them both together.
Okay.
16. Okay. She says, well, that is a strange request. I do have one of my own. I tell you what, hear me out at least. No, you don't have to promise anything, but I could use people like you to help me with something. But either way, I'll let you at least do what you need to do with the body. Of course, you will be... my militiamen will come to chaperone, make sure you don't desecrate the evidence in any way.
Of course, I'm willing to hear you out.
Well, see, we had 4 fishers that went missing on the Lac a 10 day ago. They've been carving into the ice and fishing as best they can that way. The coastline is hard to sail along because the ice flows. Oh, wait. Oh, here they can. Huh. Anyway.
Well, I imagine at some point, it gets like open water, but I imagine that the ice probably extends out quite a ways.
Okay. But savvy anglers prefer it. There are a few competing fishers from the other lake towns here. We need them to scout the coastline and search for them. Oh, that's rough. Okay, so that was, So, you do have to bring the boat out into the frozen lake and to the point where it breaks and there's open water, like you said. She says, the wizard actually left a couple of items that you may be interested in, and you're welcome to either of them. I'm afraid not both. We need to turn in something with the body, but if one went missing, let's say, I don't think anyone would turn the other way. I have here a scroll with the word fireball written on it. And also I have this gray bag. Looks tricky. Like a bag o' tricks.
Okay. That's certainly a very emotional response from Valtreya.
That's just an emotional response from Brian, but yeah.
So you want us to find the 4 fishermen who went missing. How long ago did you say they went missing?
10 days.
10 days. Okay.
We'll provide the skiff, of course.
Okay. All right. In return for letting me talk to the dead, I think I can convince the rest of my party maybe to actually, investigate your missing fishermen.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Miss Tira. We greatly appreciate it. Please follow me this way, and you can see what remains. When you come to the back, you see inside that sort of pine box, they tear off the nailed lid, and inside you see the charred remains. It's just a skeleton with very little bits of cloth on it, but it's been completely burned. His mandible is still connected, so you're assuming the spell will probably still take hold.
Okay.
Just imagining one of those Halloween toys with like.
Can you pop the spell in the chat one more time, just so I can see how much this guy can talk?
Yep.
I'm just kind of. Oh, sorry. I was saying I'm just kind of sticking close to Valtreya in case this starts to trigger anything.
I mean, he's not on fire anymore. So
I'm gonna ask the captain if this quest that she wants us to do is time sensitive, because I have a vampire to kill.
She says, well, honestly, we're on our last straw now with these 10... It's been 10 days since they've gone missing. I feel like if we wait any longer, they'll be lost for good. So yes, I would say time is of the essence.
Okay, so... Great.
All right, so you cast the spell, and the militia look around, and they're kind of scoffing a little bit, not really expecting much to happen, but this sort of purple necrotic energy pours out of you and it enwraps this wizard, and the bones begin to shake, and then all of a sudden its head turns to either side, this sort of just jerky movements, and the skull looks up and it just says, oh, fuck, I'm dead, aren't I?
Yeah, but I think I'll be the one asking the questions here at design.
Oh, let me guess. You got 5 of them, right?
Yes, actually.
All right, I've used this a time or two. Never thought it would be on me. All right, ask away.
All right, so what did we want to know of Zan?
Who were the other people working with him?
Who are the other members of the Arcane Brotherhood?
Okay, how truthfully does he have to answer?
Well, it says answers usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. The corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you're hostile to it or recognize you as an enemy.
He says, of the Arcane Brotherhood, there are 5. Wouldn't you want to know their names? I'm not telling. I'm one of them. I was, anyway. This is fun. Give me 4 more.
That's one of the 5.
Okay. Well, let's see. What else do we want to know?
If they serve anyone or anything.
Okay, is there anything in particular that you serve? Any in particular, maybe?
No, we serve ourselves. We look for power.
Okay. So...
Were they working with any other groups? Perhaps they have some kind of connection with Sephek? It seems like a bit of a long shot, but...
Yeah, were you working in connection with a vampire by the name of Sephek Kaltro?
Nope, never heard of that guy before. That's 3.
Okay.
Do we want to ask why death isn't affecting him the same as it is the lady?
Well, I think that's because the other lady is a ghost, right?
He's not really dead.
She said he didn't die the same way she did.
You can ask him something.
She drowned and he burned?
No, that's. I wanted to make that clear. That's not what she meant.
That's not how she
also,
meant it.
I would suspect because he's probably a wizard. I would suspect that maybe magic is keeping him here, but we can ask.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, what keeps you here versus maybe like somebody more mundane?
Oh, I'm hella dead. But I will tell you this: I've made backups just in case this happened.
Okay. So you have backups.
Yay.
Nice. Simulacrum. Nice.
Hella dead is now an official term.
Yeah, that's the official medical diagnosis of him. He's hella dead.
How dead are you? That's
hella
dead.
Hella dead.
Hella dead.
That's
All right. Your son is hella dead.
More than mostly
He says,
dead.
"Good thing I kept one of my copies to continue my work."
mostly dead.
Okay.
Got one
I'm
more.
gonna-
Make it a good one.
Do we
I'm
want to
gonna
know?
message Tira and just go, do we, and I figure the only sound you get, because it says there is a verbal thing to it, so I figure it's just that sound you make when you're passing a note in class, like, psst, you know, but I'm like, do we want to ask him about the crystal if he knows anything about that, or do we just want to make sure he doesn't know anything about it?
I don't think we want him knowing about this crystal.
Okay.
All right, do we know exactly what it was? Do we remember Captain Arlegath saying anything about exactly what he was doing in town when they caught him?
Mm-mm. The only thing you heard from him
No.
was that he somehow got a bunch of adventurers killed.
Yeah.
Exactly what was it that you were doing here in town when you managed to get yourself killed? What brought you to Easthaven?
Oh, this stupid town, I was just hiding out because I knew some of the other people were on my trail. No, my work is with the, let me make sure I read this correctly. Don't want to give you the wrong name.
Or do you?
I don't, because that would make this even more confusing. No, me and my compatriots were studying the Netheril. I'm sure you lot have no idea what I'm speaking of. But either way, studying that, there's a rich supply of old Netherese artifacts all over Icewind Dale. Anyway, that was your 5. If you don't mind, I have some decomposing to do.
Pretty sure he's decomposed.
Can you put the lid on? There's a draft in here. Ha 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 ha.
Yes, we wouldn't want you to freeze to death.
Yeah, right. How terrible would that be?
I hope they're all as lively.
All right, hopefully I'm dead, super decayed soon, so you can't cast this on me again. Okay, bye. All right, so with that, the corpse goes still, and the other guys are like, "That's a great trick. How do you throw your voice like that? Didn't even sound like you. Didn't even see your lips move. It was amazing."
She's here all night.
So he said he had copies, backup copies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That can't be good.
Probably not.
No.
I mean, would any of our characters know? Well, okay, I know like Velvet and Anarissa would know about liches, but
So I'll allow one person to make a history check. Unfortunately, unless you're all proficient in Arcana, this is just going to be a history check without advantage. But you can choose who does it.
I think our wizard.
I'm actually. Well, you know what? It didn't have me change anything with my proficiencies when
No,
I
it
did
wouldn't.
the thing.
You wouldn't earn any more.
no.
Yeah,
but I
you
think
don't get-
that-
Yeah, no.
I mean, doesn't Valtreya have good history?
I have a +2 to history.
Arcana and history. I have a +4.
I do have
Yeah.
+3 to Arcana, so I could help.
Yeah.
Well, we're
I have a
okay. I'll allow. Okay, yes, Valtreya. Whoever has the highest ability score modifier can roll with advantage, which I
I
think
have
is
a 4
Valtreya with a
Arcana.
4.
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it, I'll tell you.
So you said with advantage?
Uh-huh. If it's history, that's your highest one.
Yep. Well, they're both 4.
Okay. Yep. All right. So the Netheril were a sort of a group of wizards that lived thousands of years ago. They're more than extinct, but apparently they were extremely advanced. And when their civilization collapsed, they actually lived in the clouds. They had floating cities made out of magic. And when their civilization collapsed, these cities crashed into various places around Faerun, leaving sort of artifacts and deposits. So they're more myth than anything else.
I was to say, if there were any, cities at that point, that would have.
This is
Yeah.
thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can find like shit buried in the ground, but there's no like just But apparently these guys found some.
There's once this
Okay.
really angry elf. She was kind of like half drow.
Unrelated, not drow, or it's not Underdark shit. This is something else.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is pre that. Way back in the day.
Fine.
Would we know that this guy is potentially a lich? Like, I don't know that Anarissa would know that, but
you
like,
just don't know. You've heard of people making golems, simulacrums. Liches is usually the last point, but a lich wouldn't be a copy. This guy would have to become a lich. It's from the original.
okay.
Okay.
No, that's what I was trying to figure out how much my character would interpret to know what is.
No, he didn't make it to lichdom. He did. He's in a box.
Okay.
So what's the plan of attack here, guys? Are you going to follow through with your promise to look at those sailors? Are you going to mess with the ferry? She wants you to do it as soon as possible, but I mean, you guys do you, Buckaroo. Where do you want to explore?
We probably should look for those people first.
We
Because
could
they're-
promise.
Out of character, it's after 9, so I think we should do a side quest instead of a main plot point.
That's a good.
It's fine.
That's big brain right there.
Yeah.
I mean, if we think of it this way, if we find them quickly, then we shouldn't lose too much time on the vampire. So we've got.
No, that's fine. I mean, that's the whole reason we came to town. But let's, by all means, let's go out into the lake and.
It is, but it's also we're trying to save some people who are in imminent danger. So that.
Sure, I mean the world's in imminent danger, but these 10 guys should do. They're
four.
There's only 4.
Oh right.
Don't.
It's 10 days. That's right.
All right, but of the stuff from Dazan, did we decide what it is that we'd want exactly?
You can decide if you survive.
Yeah, because it doesn't Val already have Fireball? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the bag is probably the
bag of tricks.
All right. So you head towards the docks, and your skiff is awaiting you. Called the Bunch of Old Knuckleheads is the name of the boat. And you sort of slide it out with the help of some of the fishermen out into the point where the ice breaks and the water is there, and you get into this glorified rowboat, basically. And the rowboat bobs untethered in the water amid some small ice floes, not far from some 80-foot-high cliffs that abut the shoreline. The mouths of 4 caves dot the snowy cliffside. One of these caves is at water level, and the others are elevated 20 to 30 feet above the frozen lake. The wind tearing through these icy caves sounds like moaning.
Good moaning or bad moaning?
Bad.
We break out the rope?
If we want, we can send Leif, or I can go, or Leif and I can go.
That might help us find folks faster if we
be a
have
bird.
the birds fly ahead.
All right, so if you would do me a favor and place your guys along this edge of the map so you can decide which way you want to go. The only revealed side.
Tira, before you change into a bird, do you go, "Dear Raven Queen, turn me into a bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here"?
That's gotta be the vocal component of the spell. Yeah.
That's so good.
Oh god.
All right, so we're sending in Leif. There is 4 caverns. There's one that's at your level on the ice. That's at the most south. There's one.
And which one of these is a butt?
Well, they're all black holes in the rock. So.
God damn it. There's 2. There's a 20-foot one that's 20 feet off the ground and 2 that are 30 feet off the ground.
Okay.
So you can't send them through all of them. Which one are you going to go through?
We can do, I guess, one at a time. Do you want to send Leif to the one like over here? This one?
I can actually climb up into that one.
Okay, well, fantastic. Then you can go. I'll send Leif to like the one directly ahead then.
All right.
If you guys want to place yourself up there.
All right.
Sorry if the grid looks wonky. This is the one thing I didn't like about Frostmaiden's Rideout is some of the maps are 10-foot squares and some of them are 5-foot squares. So Roll20 accommodated it, but it's kind of wonky looking.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I'll forgive it this once.
Yeah. Well, it happens a lot. But...
I can climb my claws out. I just sort of climb up this icy cliffside.
All right, so I'm gonna go from the top down. So I'm gonna reveal stuff for the birds first. I'm gonna try. Nope, you piece of Oh my god. Come on.
You're unrevealing.
I hit
You get up there, there's a wolf telling you that nothing is coming.
So what's their they can move 40 feet-ish, I assume, 60?
60 feet for Leif, 50 feet for Sigrun.
So they can see about up to here. They notice that the cave forks. Button, you can move up to about there, and you see that this cave opens up to a larger opening. Make a perception roll. Oh shit. Okay. So with your key.
Oh, that should have been an advantage.
Okay, then try again.
Unless you want it to be.
No. Okay, even then. All right. You just as you get to the top of the cliff, you sniff the air, and you smell the familiar scent of dire wolf, and it seems like this is some sort of cave where there's some dire wolves that you can hear like a low growling. Apparently this is a den.
Okay. Mirnix, they're asking for you.
Can I just stupidly run up? Like, can I just?
You can get to the bottom of the cliff.
I'm gonna do
it's
that.
It's gonna be over here.
No,
Oh,
that's
Mirnix runs
right.
to the wrong
Mirnix would run to the wrong one.
Yeah, I would probably run to this one. I would run right here.
Okay, good.
The birds were asking for them, and we just run there. And
I would probably.
That's great.
Do I end up here, you guys, or do I end up down here?
There.
I think that's up to you.
All right,
Roll
the
a
growl
D6.
begins to get a little louder.
All right, I want to roll a d6, like Ryan said.
Yeah. When all else
1,
fails,
2,
roll dice.
4, 5, 6.
Okay, for real though, I'm gonna get down.
Okay.
All right.
I'll slide down.
All right.
I think there's dire wolves up there. It smells like a dog up there.
Oh God. Okay.
All right. What would you guys like
So
to
are
do?
we not going down that tunnel?
You didn't get to see how far down it goes. You just know there's dire wolves near there.
I know there's wolves in there. We should probably see what's in the
Oh.
other ones.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good plan.
I don't think any of them are going to be safe.
So the
I
birds
don't
got
like
this
dogs.
far, seeing that the cavern's forked.
Yeah, we'll go down to the fork in the cavern here. Just explore a little further.
Straight ahead or up?
Did you want me to roll perception to see if I see anything? If any...
I
Any
will
discernible
tell
wolf?
you that straight ahead seems like it opens up into a larger area. Up,
Okay.
it seems like it's still encased in the earth.
All right, we'll go ahead and see what's ahead then.
Okay.
So with Sigrun, I have dark vision of 60 feet. Leif actually has depth sight out to 120, if that makes any sort of difference. For
Yeah, I'll just do this whole thing. So it looks like this enters a larger cavern. Then you can't see because it kind of cuts off, but there is a large bridge that spans over the ice about 20 feet up. It looks like it's overlapping where the most southernmost tunnel probably leads to.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and maybe have Leif and Sigrun go back to the northern tunnel and see where this seems to lead.
Okay. So, as you look into this this cavern, you see. Oh my God! Hold on, you didn't see that? Not an earthquake. Oh my God!
There's an earthquake.
I hate Roll20 sometimes. Okay, there we go. Some mineral deposits looks like, and the wind coming through this sounds like moaning or like people writhing in agony, just the way it's bouncing off the rocks. It seems to be a natural phenomenon. I mean, you don't see anything in here.
Good agony or bad agony?
Bad agony.
Yeah. Okay.
Not sweet, sweet agony.
Sweet agony. Oh, that's the good agony. That's the good stuff.
And certainly not the song agony. Like
I
it's
was
not
just saying,
singing.
Chris isn't standing on a rock.
Which is the best song. I fucking
All right. Well, in that case, then I think we'll probably make our way back.
Okay.
Yeah, probably just flying through and come back and use an action and reappear as Tira.
Okay.
Just let everybody know what we found. Yeah, some creepy cave. There is further down south. There's actually what looks like a bridge that seems to go across like the frozen river.
Where do you guys want to go?
Home.
We want to go home.
Button, have you come back to us, or are you still standing at the bottom of the cliff over there?
Oh, I I mean, we were just talking about things. I haven't moved my character, but
I was just
I'm with you. Yeah.
He's just over there all by himself, still trying to convince Mirnix to go check it out.
I mean, I think that any of these is going to be met with peril, but I know that there's wolves in that last one.
It looks maybe the only way forward is actually across that bridge. I can't see much else that was in that cavern that I just came from. It all looked to be pretty much just... There's mineral deposits in there, and that weird moaning noise, and that was it.
So maybe go down the center thing and see if we can avoid the moaning noises, just because that would, that knowing our luck, that's actually a thing.
Well, the
Minerals and
moaning noises could be the fishermen.
It could be.
But you didn't
how are
see
you
any
going to get up the
people.
30-foot wall?
Well, we have rope.
We have rope.
Yeah,
Okay.
Button
What
can
did we
climb up
decide
really
how
easily.
we pronounce the things?
Pitons?
Pitons?
Pitons.
Yeah.
I have 20 feet of climbing speed. Can I climb 20 feet in a round and then keep climbing? I assume
Sure.
that I can.
Yeah, you're not hindered by anything. Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So I can take the rope and give me another length of rope. I've got my own, and I'll climb up and I'll drop 2 down.
Okay.
And hammer them in.
That works. All right, we'll say because you're not in the middle of combat, nothing seems to be thwarting you. You can easily climb up. I just need to know where you are.
Was it middle one?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going.
Very well.
All right, place your guys in the middle one. In the middle butt.
So, before we decide to move forward...
That's not the middle butt.
That's the bottom butt.
I thought this was the middle one, and this was the top one was up there. Yeah.
No, there's one more above you.
Is Valtreya inside Button? Or is he inside Elsa? Oh, inside Button. There we go.
You hear moaning. That's
God damn it.
Are we good?
Before we go forward,
Valtreya
cast Aid at 3rd level.
Okay.
So, Button, Tira, and Ani. No, sorry. Button, Tira, and Mirnix get 10 points of extra hit die for 8 hours.
I mean, extra...
10 points of hit points.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
For 8
So
hours.
we have 20 temporary hit points?
Does that
Yes.
stack?
It does,
No.
it's 2 different spells.
No. You can only have temporary hit points from one source.
Damn.
So you take the better one. You lose the other.
Well, they're both 10.
They're both 10.
So nothing happens.
Okay, so I won't cast Aid then.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Damn, I was like, where were we stacked?
No. You
That's
can't stack
great.
temp hit points. You can only get it from
nice.
one source.
That'd have been...
That would be great.
That is also in Tasha's list of rules that are often forgotten. Anywho.
Well, shit, I'll trade that spell out then.
So, I guess you're heading towards the bridge.
All right.
A natural stone bridge spans the frozen river 20 feet, which is 20 feet below. The top of the bridge is covered with slippery, icy glaze.
Are we over there now? Is that what's happening?
I assumed, unless you told me you were going on.
Yeah.
It's because it's 9:30 and I'm moving us on. Oh, Tira, I keep losing you. You're where the wolves are.
No, I'm above that.
Nope, you're inside the wolf.
You're in the wolves.
Refresh roll 20 right quick. It's probably just a glitch.
Okay, I was say because according to me, that's the center cavern I was just exploring.
Because
so.
you literally
That
just
makes a
fed
whole lot
your
more sense
you fed your
earlier.
birds to the wolves in there.
Yeah.
So there's ice covering this bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like really thick, or could we like light a torch and melt it as we go along, just make it easier to walk on? Like, if is it just
Yeah, that's a
thin
good
layer?
idea. It looks like it's stone underneath, so you could probably do that. It would still be a little wet, still be kind of slick, but I'll give you a little bit of an advantage on your check to get across it safely.
Too bad we don't have Marv here. He understands how to go through caves.
All right, we all good now? So what's the plan here? You're going to try and melt the ice?
Yeah, I would say use our torches to try to.
Would the torches work?
Yes,
If we
our
hold 'em down
torches. Let's not use the lizard here that can
That's
shoot
what I was
fire
about
from
to
its
ask.
face.
Like,
Oh,
I
Well,
can.
I mean, we also have prestidigitation. But,
Well-
I mean, like, that doesn't bother me. I have Boots of the Winterland, which are fan-fucking-tastic.
well, yeah. I mean, but the prestidigitation, it can do 1 cubic foot for an hour. So you and I could both cast it, and we can have 3 of those going at once for each of us. But that's still, we would only be talking 6 cubic feet.
Can I
Would that
ask?
spread across, or is it
For 6
just like?
seconds.
Through a combination of thaumaturgy and torches and dragons breathing fire, you manage to melt the ice on the bridge, making it easier to walk across. So at this point, I need everyone walking across to make a acrobatics check.
Okay.
The DC is lower because of what you've done. But not that low.
Not
Not
that
that
low.
low either.
Cool. Valtreya
got
sprouts
magics.
wings and flies across.
Not that low.
You're a rogue.
Button, you're fine.
Well, I also have
Button
Featherfall, so
mimics.
I can catch us.
Okay, well, let's do this. Wait, I'm missing some people still.
I have a tail. Can I use my tail to catch someone?
Nope.
No, I mean, I've got Featherfall.
God.
Can I grab
Mirnix,
Ani?
Mirnix, let's
Do I have a tail?
res-
I don't
Hey
have a
guys,
tail.
let's resolve one person at a time. Starting with Mirnix, you got a 16.
Yes.
You can easily walk across to the other side as your clawed feet dig into the ground, and you get across to the far side over here. Toro, unfortunately, you slip, fall on your ass, and fall to the ground. Now that being said, I know some people are still going to cast spells and stuff, so let me continue. Valtreya, you also slip and fall. Anarissa, you also slip and fall. Button, you make it across. I'm missing Tira's.
Tira was just going to seeing people slip and fall, just go straight and form and just fly across. It's like, what?
That's
this isn't
great.
difficult.
That's great. Okay, and then so those 3 are falling. What are you doing, Anarissa? You're casting Featherfall?
I am, and I can cast it on because I know Val said she was going to sprout wings, so it's me and Toro, just Featherfall.
All right, can you pop it in the chat just so I see all the stuff?
Yeah,
Can you cast on more than one person?
up
That's
to
what I was
5
wondering.
falling creatures within range.
Ah.
So if we're
Oh.
walking together,
Yep. A falling creature
Fair
descent slow, 60 feet per round.
and it's a reaction, so
Okay, you take no falling damage, no problem. So I need Anarissa, Toro, and Valtreya to be 20 feet below. Just go.
I mean we're probably
go
gonna be
here.
cold and wet, but
Why
It's
did-
frozen.
Val sprouted wings. She didn't fall.
Okay, then you can just float there, but Anarissa and Toro are on the ground.
yep.
Alrighty. How many times can you sprout wings? All the time?
Once.
Okay.
For long rest.
So the rest of you guys, you see Toro and Anarissa fall off the edge, but with her magic, they managed to float to the bottom. What would you guys like to do?
Let me see, actually.
The rogues be the one with the worst acrobatics.
Right?
That's what I was wondering.
I can toss down the ropes again.
Yeah, we can pull them back up.
Yeah. The best.
Yeah.
You all right down there?
Yeah, just annoyed.
Yeah.
Ani,
not-
how much do you weigh?
What?
How much do you weigh?
Me? I made her like my size, so like 105.
Yeah, Val can probably grab her and pull her back up.
Okay.
I don't think. a
So we just
furbolg
have to
is-
worry about the 9
Yeah,
foot.
I mean, we have plenty of rope. Like,
All
we
right. You climb up.
toss down some rope, we climb up.
All right.
Chris is
all
like,
good.
let's get a move on. We all make it
Keep
across.
going, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So you head deeper into the caverns. It looks like this cave contains an abandoned campsite, which I can't show you because my reveal tool's acting like a bitch again. Oh my god. Come on. Oh no. Yikes.
You're just hiding blocks.
I can't. Every time I hit reveal, it just hides it. Is this a black sheep?
Oh my god.
The hide area does the same thing. Hold on.
Now it's the murder thing from Jackbox games
Oh
where
my
like it creeps
God.
up on you and like takes you
Yeah.
out.
All right. Whew. This cave contains an abandoned campsite. You see the charred remains of a campfire, and it looks to be some pages that are sort of put around it, partially burned.
Can I look at the pages, see if there's anything important written on them?
They're written in Dwarvish.
Oh, I speak Dwarvish.
Yeah, I go Tira.
All right, let me
Not
send...
it. Not it.
Let me send you what they say. 1 second.
Of course, the languages that I have are not the languages that are spoken here.
All right, here's the first page.
That's why because I figured I probably would have been dealing with dwarves as a brewer.
That makes sense. That's the first one. And this is what's written on the page.
All right. It says, the caves are sacred to the frost giants. The carvings on the walls suggest the giants came down here to drown themselves. Did they use the hot spring as a sacrificial pool? Okay.
Okay.
So, frost giants drown themselves here.
Here comes the next one.
So this is someone's diary that
It
we're
looks to
reading?
be, or some sort of exploratory notes of whoever was here.
A journal.
It
Yeah.
also looks like they were trying to burn them. But
Can we figure out how old they are? Like, does this fire look recent?
It looks like. Let me see. A little over a week old.
Oh.
Here's the second one.
Okay. That's a sacrificial pool. The wind truly sounds like a wailing woman. One could easily go mad in this place. So yeah, it does, like perhaps it's driven. Whoever wrote this looks like dwarfish. So probably driven this dwarf to madness. But yeah, they apparently have heard that same wailing sound from the cavern there to our northwest.
And the final one.
I think there is someone living in these caves. Shortly after discovering the hot spring, I heard what sounded like a granny singing. When the song ended with a shrill laugh, dread sunk its teeth in me. Ye gods, that horrible cackle! I shall leave these caves in the morning and never return. So yeah, I think there is probably a witch here by the sound of things.
And dire wolves.
Dire wolves, yeah.
Which direwolves?
Well, the witch probably gets lonely. Everybody likes having dogs around.
That's. I love having assholes around. Yeah, well, you don't count.
Should we? So we believe, based on this, it's to the north. It's probably up the river then.
Could be.
Well,
it just
or
says.
the wailing was coming from the northwest, which makes sense because back across the bridge and in that room with the mineral deposits is where one of the ravens heard, like, moaning.
Yeah.
Back across the bridge then?
Yes, I think that
Probably
would be
back
best.
across, yeah.
There's
I mean, I
nothing
hear
else
most
here.
all the
There's
time.
nothing else. Nothing else.
Nothing
Well.
else of value here. It looks like whoever was here burned what little of their journal was, and you just found the remaining 3 pages. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Oh, MP3 Chaos, thank you for the DM inspiration. Appreciate that very
Oh,
much.
What? Really?
All right.
Really, Steven?
Thank
So
you, dude.
I'll say that after you melted off this bridge and have experienced it and know how to walk it more carefully, you get across without having to make another check, and you head up north to where you saw the mineral deposits. Is that correct?
Guess so.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes sense.
Go ahead and move your
Yeah.
guys over here, please, and make a. Someone can make a nature check with advantage.
I have some goodish nature.
I have 0.
I just have a +1.
My nature's actually a +2,
This is mine.
All right, let's do it.
so I guess make it with advantage then.
All right.
So, looking around this cave and the mineral deposits and the wind kind of swooping through here, you realize that this moaning, this sort of crying out that's coming from the caves is caused by an acoustical natural phenomenon of just the wind coming through these caves at the right angle. So, the moans aren't coming from anything organic. It's literally just moving through these caves.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's
Okay.
boring.
Yeah, we have to go up the river.
Well, there's still another path this way.
Yeah.
We could
Let's check
look
this
at.
out.
Okay. I'll just wait right here while you.
God damn it. I do not
Oh,
know why it
Chris.
does that. It's only me. Oh
Do
my
you
god.
need to refresh roll 20?
Yeah. Oh, it's working now. I was about to. That was a good call.
I wonder what's going on in this little black rectangle. Right.
That's the one. It's right.
That's the ballista. All right.
There's a giant crossbow.
So it
yeah.
looks like this cavern meets up with the other entrance from before and then into a larger cavern. This cave has ancient stick figure drawings carved in the northern wall.
Okay. Can I make like a perception or an investigation
So it's a
check?
history check for that.
Okay.
Oh, it's like, wait, where's Valtreya? She's got the +4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm
not
I think I'm
smart.
in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Toto gets like here and it calls back, describing what he sees. If anyone wants to come look.
Cool. Yeah, I like art. Am I making this with an advantage or just normal?
Is anyone proficient in history besides... Anorus, are you proficient in history?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm not
then just
either.
you, Valtreya, normal roll.
Okay.
That is the DC. Okay, so you see the carvings. They show frost giants wading up a river to a cavern that contains a hot spring. This is a very detailed stick drawing, in which they drown themselves.
So they're like sacrificing?
Looks like it. Looks like they go here to die.
Well then.
Was the river warm? Was it like a hot springs? Do we feel like the hot springs are in here?
Let me double check that.
Yeah. Because I feel like that would
I thought the
definitely
river
be
was frozen. They fell on the river.
No, the river that we got here on was frozen, but the underground river that we like
Time out.
used to the bridge to
Recap.
cross.
Quick fix. When you feather fell on the ice, as soon as your the spell gave out and your full weight landed on the ice began to crack and you could feel the current moving underneath it, but you got onto the rope fast enough. So the ice it's frozen. It's a frozen river, but it's weak.
Okay, so it's...
Oh, implying that it's warmer than
Right.
the river outside. Okay.
Which is incredibly surprising, seeing as it's in a cave, which is naturally
I don't know, guys. I didn't write the stuff. I don't know how nature works. I just read the book.
No, yeah.
I love how Chris is like,
wasn't-
this is what the book says, and Jack and I are like, but this is how it's
It's
supposed
not
to
how
happen.
it goes. Bring it up with wizards. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
it's geothermal, so it could be warmer under the ground. It's possible. So do we have to? All right. So probably traversing the river itself is probably not the best idea.
So,
If it's very thin ice.
so my only thought is perhaps there's maybe a hidden door somewhere in the cave, or we just have to go Button's Direwolf way.
Well, there was the Direwolf Way, and there was also, Chris, that path at sea level. That's not the way that we came through, right?
No,
That
you
was
have
like
not been in there yet.
Okay, I think we should skip
try
the
that way.
Direwolves and head there.
What was the path at sea level? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's it's below,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
to the south of the Direwolf
Yep.
path.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
All
All right. Yeah.
You can go ahead and
All
place your guys there. If that's where you want to go.
Yeah.
So I guess we go grab the boat
all
and
the way
come back
down here.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna lose Myrnix at some point. Like we keep
So
changing
this area
directions, leaving
towards the
caves.
entrance is frozen. It's solid. That's why you're able to walk around it. It seems like inside the cave, the closer you get deeper into the cave, the ice weakens. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Can we slide the skiff with us?
No,
to
it's
get-
too big. It won't fit through there.
Plus, the skiff is not water, like able to.
Yeah, you could basically just rode it into the ice, got out and walked.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this. Oh, it's working. All right.
Woo!
And it leads around to a small opening, and this sort of cliff face here, far to the west. The ice is actually like you can see it like sliding and moving, almost like a slow motion waterfall, as chunks of ice are moving from the top level down to the bottom one, as if the water's getting warmer the deeper you go.
So is this a waterfall down or
Down.
a waterfall? Okay.
Down to your level. Sorry, that's confusing. You're on the
leading
lower
out.
level.
It's-
You would walk up. The water is
We need
flowing
to go
down.
up.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
But there's no ledges or really pathway to go for. Like we would be walking on the river, and eventually that's going to be a problem.
The waterfall then takes the form of a 10-foot tall sheet of ice that moves but could be climbed. It's thin and easily broken, so it can be climbed.
Okay.
Okay.
But even
Are
still,
there-
we'll get to the bridge and not be
Yes.
able to go but so far.
But the bridge is up.
No, the bridge is up, but we fell
And that's
and we
what it
landed,
broke.
and that's when it started breaking.
So
like,
it
is
looks
there-
like there is another offshoot to the west,
Okay.
and then the river also continues to the north.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's get to the waterfall, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
I'll just give you all this. Okay. So now, Button, hold on.
Way to get up there, button.
There's
I'll just climb up it.
there's
Overachiever.
required checks.
I just climb up it.
Nah, go back.
Okay.
Okay. So now, I need everyone who's climbing make an athletics check.
Not acrobatics.
This is athletics.
Oh well.
Oof.
Ugh.
Okay, I mean, I'll that's weird
Oh,
for me
but
to
I
roll
beat
well on that one,
Button.
but
I beat Button.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Okay, I would like Toro and Anarissa to move up to the second level.
okay.
The fact that the two rogues did well on this check but failed the acrobatics check earlier.
Yeah,
is-
who knows? Who knows?
I have built-in.
At that point, as you're moving, you're grabbing and trying to climb, but then the wall like slides away, and you're having difficulty climbing up. Toro and Anarissa, you kind of scoot your way up quickly, as the ice is breaking and falling away. The water starts to splash, and it's excruciatingly cold against your skin. The water moves into a sort of almost serpentine shape, and then it looks like it has almost like a maw with fangs, and then that mass of water moves into attack, which you are taken completely by surprise, as it looks like water, and this thing is attacking you.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
All right, guys, initiative, and I have a surprise round. Here we go.
Woo.
So,
Oh, that's fun. Again. Let me make sure it actually gets my
Aw.
tracker this time. And it's the same number.
God damn.
All right, are we all in there? Looks like it. All right, descending. Mirnix, Tira, Button, Waterweird gets to go. Ah, boy, what do your moves look like, buddy? I lost you. I lost the sheet. Oh, here. It only gets one attack. Okay, then I have to make this count. It's only going to attack one of 3 people. I'll roll randomly to see who that is. That is going to be Button. Here we go. Constrict attack. Oh, fuck. I missed. I wasted my fucking my sneak ball sack. All right, we go back to the top of the round, and we go to Mirnix.
Okay, I'm going to.
What a waste.
Hit him with my great axe.
Okay, that misses.
That didn't do shit.
Splash.
And I'm gonna try again. Oh
Crit
shit!
hit.
There you go.
Do you have a magical great axe? I think I gave you one, but I didn't see it written in there.
Is that why we had a plus D4
I
on
think
there?
that's the problem. I think I gave you a +1 great axe, and I think we wrote
Okay.
1d4 instead of 1. That makes sense now. Let me fix that for you, because I'm sure you wouldn't be the only character without a magical weapon. Everyone else has a magical weapon, right, guys?
yeah.
Do not.
You do not?
No.
Nope.
Oh, then I didn't. Sorry, taking it back.
Damn it.
All right, so that's going to be, what is that, 26 damage?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's halved. All right.
Halved?
Yeah.
Because it's not
It's not
magical.
magical.
Ah, that's bullshit.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, no, it's Kahira that got the magical weapon. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Kahir got a
that's
magical
it.
thing.
My bad.
I was gonna say like nobody in
Nobody
here.
here.
got that.
Yep.
It was just me.
You have
Oh,
another
no,
attack,
I bought
though.
magical ones on purpose.
You have another attack.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you have
No.
another attack.
You don't?
No, if
No.
No, I don't. Tira.
You have to action surge.
Yeah, never mind. I already did my
Tira,
turn.
go ahead. Oh,
All
you
right,
missed the
we're gonna
first
do it.
one. Sorry, that's right.
We're going to take a couple steps back here. We're going to actually blast the thing twice with Eldritch Blast.
Let's do it. Oh, there
Getting
it
that
is.
20, so 9.
Nice.
9.
And next attack. 21 to hit for an
That's
additional
it.
9 force damage.
That's it.
Hey, look at that. Look at us.
All right. Anything else?
No, next is probably going to be Leif.
All right. Yep, that's right.
All right, we'll send Leif in to harass it from the other side.
Okay.
And Leif is going to take a bite attack as well. 16 to hit.
Yep, that
for
does hit.
4 piercing damage and 14 poison damage unless it makes a DC.
It is immune to poison.
Fantastic. Okay, then.
Right.
So 4 damage.
Got it. Anything else?
No, that's me. That's Leif.
All right,
What a go.
Button.
I will very angrily, one could even say that I was raging,
Okay.
start swiping at this crazy thing as
Let's do it.
as coming beneath me.
20 will hit for 18 plus 8 necrotic. The necrotic does full. The 18 is divvied, so it's going to be 17 damage total.
Nice.
Boom.
And second attack.
Jesus, yep, that hits for 5.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? Nope.
No.
All right,
Nope.
he's going again. Same, I'm rolling to see who he attacks. That's still you, Button.
That's
Constrict attack. 23.
Yeah, that'll.
10 bludgeoning damage. You are grappled and pulled 5 feet toward the water weird. Until the grapple ends, the
Alright.
target is restrained and the water weird tries to drown it, and the water weird can't constrict another target. How do I drown it?
I guess underwater. I guess it has to take.
Oh, while you're grapple. Okay, yeah, you count as drowning. Yeah, so on your turn, you're going to make some saving throws. Button is inside the water weird. Toro!
Okay. Bonus action, disengage, take a 5-foot step.
Okay.
And I can shoot it from here, right? It's big enough.
Where are you? Yes, that is fine.
Okay, cool. We're gonna take a shot with the short bow. 22 to hit for 18.
22.
And it is a magical. It's
20
a magical short bow.
Okay. 18 damage. Got it. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, and Arissa.
How is this thing looking? Like, is it still? Because we can't see its health bar.
Oh, you
so-
can't? Sorry. It's looking like a quarter of what it should be.
Okay, so it's down pretty far at this
yes.
point.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it with my short bow, which is a magical weapon.
Okay.
That misses.
All right. Valtreya.
If I shoot at this thing, do I risk hitting Button?
That's what I'm trying to look up at the moment. I'll
It
say.
seems like it's pretty big, so
yeah,
aim it-
unless you do exceptionally badly, then yes.
But it'll be fine anyway.
Okay. Button, I love you. I'm gonna hit it with Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So first one. 9 points of fire damage.
That works.
Second one.
Hey!
Hey.
10 points of fire.
10 points of fire damage.
Got it. Oh, wait, I did 140. No, hold on. That was not 140. Hold on a
And-
second. Hold on 1 second. The first one was 9.
Yes.
The second one was 10.
Yes.
And the last one was 8. And with that, it splashes into the water, releasing Button, who looks like a wet cat at this moment. Well done.
I use prestidigitation to dry off button.
All right, poof.
I floof out a bit.
I just want to know, for those moments where he's wet, does he look like one of those cats that looks like
Basically
half the
skeletal.
size? Like, yeah.
It's all fluff.
All right,
He's
with
not
that,
actually
the possessed water seems to have died down.
All right.
All right, so hold on a second before we move on. How is everyone feeling? It's getting close to 10. This is a good spot to stop before you run into more baddies.
I mean, if you guys are good, I say we keep going because I'm not going to be here next week. It'd be weird if Valtreya just disappeared.
Well, I'd basically just have her, like, hover in the background. But I understand. But it's up to you guys. I got to work tomorrow, but not till later.
I have to be at work at 8 o'clock. So I mean, like, but I'll keep playing.
What are we thinking
open
of?
the pharmacy.
What are we thinking? Okay, then yeah, whatever we can call it.
All right, guys. So we're gonna call it here. Keep all your stuff at the same place, and next week we'll see what else lies in this evil cavern. Thanks, guys, for watching. We really appreciate it. We're going to be back tomorrow. Steven's going to be playing some games or painting. And then Friday, we're recording our podcast where we talk about our favorite beers and games for the 12 days of Christmas. Hurrah! All right, till next time, everyone. See you later. Bye.
This episode is brought to you by Halliburton.